What's up, Shock?
What's up, Jeff244? Huge that the first line of stream is a stutter. That's got to be a new record. Appreciate you for the resub. Many thanks. How you doing, man? Cheese with the first. Welcome in Existence, New Zealander, Wampy, Unseen. What up, Goat? Existence, Cheese, Amphi, Odin. No, I'm not. Zafe. Ika Yori. And Mr. 400. Did I miss anybody? Hello. Wow, I'm early. Good morning and good luck, good luck. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Zelitsky. Later stream, WTF. I'm 10 minutes late, but it's not a later stream. It's American shenanigans because we do dumbass daylight savings. So if you're talking about me being 10 minutes late, yeah, but I'm assuming you're referring to me being an hour late, which I'm actually not, but for everybody else in the world who isn't, like, stupid like us, I am an hour late. Shock, look at stream notif. What do you mean, look at stream notif? Like the Discord channel? Thank you, Shock. You helped me find my wife. You're welcome. Where? What is this cat in the in the washing machine? What it? This, dude, I was gonna say this has to be edited, but there's no way that you would have even had time to edit this. I've been live for 3 minutes. There's literally no shot. I was literally gonna say that this shit has to be edited, but there's no way that you would have even had time to, like, throw this in Photoshop. Chat, look at this. What? I'm gonna throw her in display cap real quick, and I doxed myself. Let's go. What happened? What is that? Can someone screenshot this so I can turn it into an emote, by the way? Pretty please. Lore accurate shock? What do you mean lore accurate shock? Evil focus shock? We found him! Wait, we found him. Wait, you're so right. God, that is horrifying that that's just actually like Twitch. That was posted a minute after I went live, so there's actually no shot that that's edited either. That is horrifying. That's base Twitch. Evil Shock is coming for the stream. That is scary. Did Automod catch my first message? It was a doggo update? Probably. That is just a normal shock to me. Just a glimpse into my twisted reality. That's crazy. Welcome in, Mason and Black Lizard. Shock playing flushes. True. Look in stream notifs. Pog, somebody screenshotted it. All right, I'll turn that into an emote later. Can I be the best man? Huh? Look at the message I tagged you in. Solve the riddle. Please give me 3 available on Steam. GG, I just got doxxed. This... It says it has a password, and I don't know if what you typed afterward is the password. It is decidedly not. Tag me in that after stream. W Hype Train, like 6 years later. Hello? How's your week been, Shocks? It hasn't been too bad. It's been somewhat productive, I can't lie. It's been there's been some ups and downs. Last stream I crashed out because I was just kind of burnt out, but I think we're back. I took yesterday off to just hang out. And I think we're chilling. Probably I'm gonna throw some games tonight, but hopefully I don't crash out about it like last time. Where did this hype train come from? They literally just jump scare, man. I don't know. Welcome in Unknown. It's going all right, man. Heck yeah, man. Gotta keep that balance. Yeah, for real, for real. I'm never doing the exclamation mark silly again, by the way, because I got 50% my very first time using that command, and I just think that's so funny. I think it's so funny that I got the perfect balance right away. Unseen is 86% silly. That checks out. New gen Germa ass. Real the password? DM that to me, because otherwise I'm going to forget, and I'll hit you up on that after stream. That does check out, honestly. Exactly. All right. Green deck got redeemed, so we'll do that. 50...
Holy moly. Been subbed for like 6 to 7 months now.
Appreciate the resub. Thank you, Snev. Welcome in. Jeezy is 94% silly. That checks out. Stop. You're an adult. Hey, just barely. Just barely, so I'm allowed to. There are people probably your age that do that, bro. I don't even want to hear it. 6'7"? What up, Mason? Speaking of people who are above my age who probably do that. What's that supposed to mean? Bro, you're married. Don't you have, like, responsibilities, Unk? Can we go back a day? I need the multiplayer. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. Especially after 219 dev. I mean, after that public drops, probably I'll play multiplayer a decent bit. Because that does seem kind of cool. Yeah, and they're making me terminal sad. I'm sorry, buddy. You'll get through it, I promise. No way we actually timed out Mason for 6-7. Oh, okay, we removed it right away. Deserved. Jamble on if we can start game under 40 minutes. Oh, I gotta do the Scrandle, too. Chat, we got hella people in here right now. Let's kick off the Scrandle real early. Scrandle time, please? Yeah. Let's kick off the Scrandle right now, and then we can get into the runs early, hopefully, and I can get through all the redeem queue, hopefully. ×2. Do I have... Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to check that I disabled the mod from today's YouTube video. Without condemning or condoning, I understand. Okay, hello? Dude, I have to get a new mouse, chat. I'm sorry. I have to get a new mouse. This mouse, I was playing Magic the Gathering with some friends last night on Tabletop Sim. Oh my god, dude. My mouse was rage baiting me the entire game. The entire game, it was double clicking so bad. I don't know what's happening. Do you use DaVinci Resolve? I do use DaVinci Resolve. What mouse is it? It's an Alienware one. I think my mom bought it for me whenever I got it, whenever I got my PC. So I don't know, like, what model it is exactly. But I've had it for, like, forever. Like, it's literally the only mouse that I've had for this PC, and this PC is about to turn 5 years old. I really want to play Indigo deck against you sometime. I feel like Indigo deck is low-key a deck that I could master just because it's so silly. I kind of want Indigo deck to be my thing, I'm not going to lie. So I am super down. Next time we do a multiplayer, like a multiplayer stream, I'm super down to play Indigo against you. Indigo deck is the variance deck. Bro, it's so funny. What is the new big video on Saturday? Lock in, blue lock 6-7. What are you talking about? Did somebody edit stream title? Whose mod badge am I taking away? Okay, nobody put 6-7 in the title unless they just got rid of it. Yep, nope. Somebody, see, self-report, chat, self-report. You changed the cat to just chatting, and now I know somebody fucked with the title. Actually a self-report. Which one of you bastards was it? If you open a spectral with 2 spectrals, choose both. It has Onk, you're just cooked. I changed the category because Cheese told me to, and it's more accurate. Yeah, likely story, : I'm on to you. This stream will win a run, right? We gotta win at least one. Welcome in, Matt. We're winning every run this stream, probably. What's your favorite mod? Honestly, I don't really know. I'll change it back if you want. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. I don't really know what my favorite mod is, honestly. No, probably Hot Potato. Probably Hot Potato. I think Hot Potato is, like, just the perfect mod. It's just the perfect balance of, like, fun and, like, actually still kind of challenging mechanics with just straight goof shit. Just straight goof shit. Focus Shock's favorite mod is the Fun Fact mod. I still haven't played that. Zafe, I'm thinking, are you going to be available, like, Saturday? Whenever I would stream on Saturdays for you, whenever that is. So, like, 2 days from now, would you be available to pull up to stream? Because I'm thinking that's when I'm going to play Balatro Man on stream. That was my tentative plan, but I also want to play it when you're able to pull up. So if you're not able to pull up that day, let me know and I can we can figure something out. My personal favorite mod is Handy. I've never used Handy in my life and I kind of don't plan on it. Out of Touch Thursday. Hello? Woke Latro will be his next favorite mod when it comes out. Maybe. Maybe. Sounds like a banger mod. That is a fire title. That title alone is going to make it do numbers. All right, chat, without further ado. We got to cancel him if Woke Latro is not his favorite mod. That would be so funny. That'd be so peak. Woke Latro, a game with gay polychrome cards and wokers. Dude, wokers is like the biggest +2 of all time. That's so fire. Oh, good lord. All right, let's do some Scrandle action today, shall we? Let's do the Scrandle. We have the blue deck run that I quit halfway through last stream because I, like, ultra crashed out. And then we have deck Q, which is black magic green thus far. Ikayori with the hydrate. I got you. Once this water is down my gullet, we will commence with the daily Scrandle. And my water bottle just pissed all over me. That's so cool. And it's still pissing all over my desk. What the hell? All right, whatever. Anyway, let's lock in, shall we? Bonus round. We have a really bad looking hot dog on the right and a really good looking hot dog on the left with a horrible picture. Both naked dogs. Over here, the dog looks good and the bun looks bad, and vice versa over here. This comes with a medium Coke Zero, and it's like more than double the price. I think it just has to be the left. It's got to be the left. One of them days. One of them days. Chicken panini? No. This is a chicken panini. They have identified this as a chicken panini. No. No. I think not. Okay. The two herrings. Again, I'm assuming this is... I don't know, like, how this is served because I'm a stupid American and they don't have things like this at ball games over here. I'm assuming this is smoked fish and onions. If this is smoked fish and onions, I would low-key devour this, but this being 5 pounds is kind of disturbing. What part of this screams chicken or panini? What? This isn't chicken or panini, chat. Dare I say. This is not communist chicken panini. What is a panini? It's like a flatbread, is it not? Or not a flatbread. Let me look up a panini before I, like, make a buffoon of myself. It's essentially just like a thin sandwich, which I know is a really dumb description, but it's like a pressed down, like, grilled sandwich. A panini is the thing on the left. Duh. I thought left was a pickle. It looks... See, that's what's concerning about the left, and that's what makes me want to pick the fish on the right. I think realistically, 9 out of 10 people are going to look at the right and say, that looks nasty, and they're just going to default to the left. The left, the fact that we can even confuse the left for a pickle instead of a chicken panini that it's advertised as, what are we doing? Right is just raw pickled fish. I mean, like, pickled fish is still good, no? Not as good as smoked fish. But I would still eat pickled fish. This is honestly a crapshoot. We're opening immediately with something that's just going to devour my perfect score. Because it could literally be either of these, because they're both so bad. So I'm just going to ask chat. Chat, which one are we voting? There needs to be an I'd rather starve option. YouTube chat said the exact same thing. Fish, fish, left. It's looking like everybody wants to go right. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna listen to chat because what I would personally vote for is gonna be the right. I think the left is wrong. I'm going with chat here, but I'm pre-firing. I think we're gonna get it wrong. Also, why did we time out Void? Never mind, the chicken panini was just so horrifying that a fish dish actually won. No. Technically right? No. Wrong again. Wrong again. No. No, not true. Not true. First off, again, I just have to shout it out. Every time we see this thing on the right, it's a different picture. This food on the right, the onion paprika bread, is the only recurring character where the art is different every time they draw him in the anime arc. I have seen this particular piece of onion paprika bread at least 6 times over the course of doing Scrandles for like 2 weeks, and it's never the same picture. Why is this such a common delicacy? I think this is going to be the onion bread's first win, because what is happening over here? Is it an ice cream sandwich? Technically. First off, this looks like horrible ice cream, man. I'm just going to keep it a stack. That ice cream looks like butter. That does not look good. Second off, no. It's not. No, it's not an ice cream sandwich. It is, but like, no. Wrong. Wrong. It's cheap as fuck. This has no price data, but every time we've seen this thing on the right, it has been like 12 cents. It's a dessert and we know people. See, that's what's troublesome is I know this ice cream sandwich is going to win, and when this ice cream sandwich wins, I'm freaking out. Literally ice cream and white bread. God. Dude, it's so bad. People are saying right. This is, I mean, dude, like, this is just back-to-back streak enders. It looks like cheese, just like the answer I gave you more than 3 decades ago in the chat. What are you yapping about? Bro's yelling at me for not answering him. Fun fact, read the message. Here in Brazil, the live streams are starting at 2 a.m. for me because of daylight saving time. There's a chance I might not show up, but since it's Saturday, I'll probably show up. Fire. I will probably be playing Balatro, man, on Saturday. I would eat the right, but left for creativity. Dude, that's... No. Don't encourage them, Jeezy. Don't encourage the white bread. Do not encourage the Wonder Bread ice cream sandwich. This is not... This is not a trend that we need. I'd pick the ice cream and white bread. You are wild for that. Left, possibly. It's all bad. Yeah, this is another, like, coin flip. At 50 cents, that's a steal? No, it's not. All right, fine. And it was the onion bread. I'm never listening to chat again. Honestly, you guys were right the first time, though. We just missed the two. We needed to hit 2 coin flips in a row there. We got unlucky at the end. That's just is what it is. I wanted to go with the onion bread, but I'm not going to get mad at y'all because I wanted to go for the fish. Or I wanted to go for the panini the first time. I was joking, bro. Is left coffee. Strong, the quote under this says strong enough to melt the cutlery. This says Bovril. What is Bovril? This is mixed grilled meats with green mayo. This is 3 pounds. That looks delicious. The right has my vote depending on what the left even is. I'm going to look up what this is. Bovril. A thick beef and yeast extract paste. So this is beef extract. Miracle that it was that close. The beef extract got put against, like, I don't even know what it would have had to get put against. It got put against, like, actual ceiling tile for 22% to pick it. Okay, dude, what are we? So we have a Camden Town Stout. For me, this just looks like a beer. I don't know if this is like a meme. I don't know if 8 pounds is a good price for beer because I've never bought a beer because I'm not old enough, and also I don't drink, which I know I just said I'm not old enough, but I live in Wisconsin, so, like, you know. And then we have a pack of mint arrows. I don't know what these are, but they look like chocolate mint candies, and I am a slut for chocolate mint candies, so I'm going here all the way. Guess I'll go fist myself. All right, we're moving on. No. No! This is... No. 10.99. Who hurt today's organizer of the Scrandle? Mystery Scran is crazy. What even is this? This looks like 2 gargantuan slices of ham. See, okay, this is where it's going to throw me off. This looks like 2 gigantic slices of ham in between just like a croissant or some kind of like bread roll. The texture here, even with bites taken out of it, the texture here is not giving ham. It's a Spam bagel? Is it a Spam? There's no way that's Spam. Oh, it's minced, though. You're probably right, honestly. If it's a Spam bagel, probably this is fire. Honestly, the texture looks bubbly. Yeah, it looks minced. I think the chatter who said Spam bagel is onto something. Looks like Play-Doh. Okay, but if it's a Spam bagel, this is low-key, like, phenomenal. Not phenomenal, because it looks abhorrent. You eat with your eyes first, and my eyes, I gotta be honest, chat, are vomiting. But this probably tastes really nice. I'm gonna go right. It was water in a box. Unlucky. I think that's just another coin flip that we lost. No! Stop! Existence with the hydrate. I got you. First off, okay, couple things. This onion bread is the most expensive iteration. This is yet another new character for the onion bread. Yet another iteration of the same character. This is the most expensive variant of the onion bread that we've ever seen. 1 pound. The onion bread is always less than a pound, so I feel like that makes this a scam. The roast potatoes over here are the biggest scam I have ever seen in my entire life. You get what looks like 2.5 roast potatoes and like the smallest thing of beef and gravy ever for 4 pounds. This is horrible. I'm going onion bread, bro. Crazy that onion bread got the W. Okay. That oysters free for fans and players. Now, chat, I'm not an oyster person, so I could be completely wrong about these. I could be completely wrong about this because I'm not an oyster person. I like seafood. I've just never had an oyster in my life. Did they clean these? Are you supposed to? Oyster smells like mucus? I mean, if it tastes good. The good stuff is in the shells? Well, I know. But, like, are you still not supposed to clean the outside? You just wash the outside and it's fine? I know that washing the outside is probably not the biggest deal. But, like, if they're not willing to wash the outside, is that not a bit of a red flag? Is that not a bit of a red flag? So far, we've made an alternating candy cane of results. I know, I kind of want to throw this one just to keep that up. That's cleaned. This is cleaned? Okay. I think it's still the mini hold on a second. The oyster is free. The mini donuts are 10 pounds for 4 of them. Go for donuts. Americans can't resist donuts. Yeah, but this is primarily English-based, though. So, dare I say the oyster is actually, like, not that bad of a play here. The mini donuts are fire, but, like, 10 pounds is absolutely... like, that should be a federal charge. Asking 10 pounds for 4 mini donuts. Donuts is winning every time. I also think donuts is winning every time, but I could see the oyster here. I'm clicking donuts, though. It was the oyster. We gotta go for the free. Well, we're just alternating, I guess. Ham and cheese panini with 2 beers. This is 13 pounds 10 for what looks like literally something that I would shingle my roof with some cheese and ham. Somebody in chat said, is that the clit? I'm going to just move past that. And then we have a crab's nail. Wheat flour dough, off to a bad start. Filled with crab meat and a crab claw. You pulled me back in. No price data. The price data is really the really the debating factor here. Because if it's filled with crab meat, this is probably kind of fire. I can explain the one on the right. I forgot that Zafe is Brazilian. Wait. Okay, Zafe said they can explain the one on the right. Let's see it. Let's see it. The price, I think, is the biggest determining factor. Such a terrible name for something that's probably good. That's what I'm saying. The wheat flour dough is kind of throwing me off. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's just dough with crab meat. This is probably going to be fire. 3/5 of $1. So Zafe, our local Brazilian in stream, said this is 60 cents. I think it's low-key gotta be the crab snail. Wow, ham and cheese panini won. Yo, low-key, the crab snail got robbed. And I will agree with Jeezy, it absolutely got robbed just because it has a horrible name. If they would have named it, like, Crab Bomb or something like that, just something dumb that doesn't sound like a body part that you would discard in the trash bin, low-key, that would have won. The pattern is broken. I know. This is a really bad scramble for us, but also, like, can you blame me? Chip crisps and peanuts. For 2 pounds? I don't know how I feel about this being 2 pounds. Or fish sandwich. This is German? What kind of fish is this, do we think? Is this just pickled herring? 3 pounds for 2 of those is not bad. 3 pounds for 1 of these, low-key, kind of a scam. I think I might go with the crisps and peanuts. Why is that fish alive? I'm assuming it's just pickled herring, right? I don't know what the whole pickling thing... Have they not figured out smoking fish over, like, across the water? I feel like smoking fish is just... Does pickled fish maybe last longer? That's, like, the only thing that I can see. As a brown person, fish should not be silver. Yeah, it does last longer. Okay, I guess that's the thing then. Because I feel like smoked fish diffs pickled fish every day of the week. Pickled fish lasts like 1,000,000 years longer. Okay, well, there's the difference then. All right, well, let's just go for the crisps and peanuts. I don't think a singular thing. Community average was 5.6. Man, everybody fucked this up. I don't think we had a single option that was above 30% that entire time. Why are we timing people out in chat? I'm not even seeing what's happening. Anyway, that was a horrible scrandle. That was terrible. $400 and colon3 doing their usual stuff. That'll happen. How many onion breads? I think there were a solid 4. I think there were a solid 4 onion breads in the lineup today. I kind of think it's funny that onion bread is just the recurring character at this point. They're the protagonist. I can't lie, chat. The onion bread is the protagonist. They are the Super Mario to Scrandle's Super Mario Brothers. Onion bread stream incoming. I low-key thought about that. We got to the 3rd onion bread, and I was like, bro, I should pull up tomorrow eating some onion bread. Because I have literally everything in my house. 8 minutes, please? Nah, I'm rug pulling your goofy asses. I don't know why they voted for ugly bread instead of really good food. I think just because of the name. I think it's literally just what Jeezy said. I think it's literally just the name of it threw people off. Because a crab's nail is like a horrible name. Damn, I missed the scrandle. Tragic. You have onions and bread? I don't believe you. And butter, if you can believe it. And paprika. And paprika. I could make it, bro. Probably I'm going to. I think that would be so funny. I gotta see if it's good. I have to. I'm assuming no, because it's raw onion, and I hate raw red onion. What an impressive culinary collection. Shut up, chat. Shot gonna yap for another 7 minutes? No, we're gonna get into it. Okay. No predictions on this run. Unless we really want to, I guess. This is the blue deck run that I crashed out at before. I gotta familiarize myself with it again. Mule with the follow. Welcome in. Predictions over. Let me switch the category back. Bang. Paprika might make it gourmet. Yeah, maybe. Have a snack for it tomorrow during Scrandle. That's low-key what I was thinking. I kind of want to. I think that would be really funny. What a rug pull. True. Blue percent. Who pinned that? I'm not doing blue percent. You gotta eat a piece of onion bread each time it shows up in the next Scrandle. Yo, low-key, I will. Low-key, I will. You don't have the latest Glumbus mod installed? No, I actually don't. I do need to do that. Okay, what are we doing here? We have 2 pair leveled up. We've been playing flushes and pairs, it looks like. I have no levels in anything else. I do have a halvesies, though. So I think I'm fine to survive this blind. I think I just crashed out because the 6th Sense trigger that I missed was, like, really infuriating to me. I think if we do this is a decent amount of points. I think with as many hands as we have, we're good to get out. It might be close, though. If it's close enough, then we can just pop a Ouija, which I don't want to do that, but, like, it is what it is at the end of the day. Does this pair into another pair win? I want to say no, right? Blue deck advantage right there? Yeah, maybe a little. I kind of want to pop a Ouija, man. This is going to be 18 chips, 22 molt. That's like no score, right? Figure 20 times 20. That's like 400 points. What am I missing? I feel like we should score way more than that. No? No, because these are low chip ranks. I think I just have to go for aces here. Let's keep the jack, because I have a bunch of those in deck. 4 of a kind gets me nothing. I have an ace. Playing BO7 right now. It's fun. Interessante. Okay, 1,200 points. What did our ace high get? before. Does this win? If it doesn't win, then I just Ouija, and it's sad, but we're probably playing pairs anyway, so it's not like the hugest deal in the world. If we get a chalkboard, then Ouija's fine. I'm gonna calc this, and if this high card ace doesn't win, then I gotta go. Then I gotta pop the Ouija, which is gonna make me cry, but whatever. So this is 16 chips for the ace, and like high card base level, plus 20 chips is 36 chips, and then the mult is 1 plus 4 plus 20, right? So it's 25 times, what did I say, 36? Yeah. 25 times 36. 900 points. So this does not get us out, if I'm not mistaken. Am I missing any sources? No. So I gotta pop the Ouija here. Shock, I'm begging you, do a femboy stream. No. It's practically a Cozina. I don't know what that is. Cozina? Coxina? Cochina? I don't know, bro. Made of crab. The name crab nail is truly awful. It consists of chopped or shredded chicken meat covered in dough, molded into a shape resembling a teardrop, battered and fried. Yeah, see, like, that sounds delicious, bro. With crab meat, it's just a horrible name, which I think is what deterred most people. But, like, that description that you just gave sounds fire. All right, I gotta pop the Ouija. Whoever said yes, somebody literally said the other day that Ouija was gonna hit aces. Whoever said that, can we please throw a mod badge their way? Please and thank you. Somebody literally called that the other day. I remember that. That was me. Was it actually Odin? Only good Ouija proc ever. I mean, I still wouldn't say that, but we do have an eternal scholar, so like it's a better than average Ouija proc. Mod Odin. That's actually crazy. All right, I guess I'm just doing this then, huh? I'm 90% sure. Do I take the burger here? Probably over the Droll Joker. The Droll Joker's doing actually nothing burgers right now. Let's take the Arcana pack. I claim the other 10%. Crazy. We going aces now? I mean, I kind of have to, right? I feel like it's, like, disgraceful to not go aces. I feel like I'd be upsetting the gods. Came in to surprise aces build. Let's go. That's how you know that we're dead, by the way, is that it's an aces build. We're never getting 6 cents value, ever. Burger with rebate. Probably I'm dumping it after this blind, but the eye kind of had me worried that I was going to be able to find hands. But a 3 oak aces right off the bat probably were fine. Burger 6 cents rebate is going to be fun. Chat. Chat, the boss. Bro, peep the boss. That's the only thing that I cared about. Can just do this, and then maybe like a flush on the backswing if this doesn't win. I'm gonna do this and try and put an ace in my hand. Pog. Can you play repeat hand types this round? Hello? All right, 13 clams. Let's grab you. Not much there I'm interested in. Rebate on aces. I'm not interested in anything there. Let's take a reroll. I'll sub you for the hallucination. Let me sell this Pluto card. Will go in here. Probably Mercury out of these is the best. W hallucination, not hitting jack shit, by the way. That's huge. RIP burger, gone but was tasty. Wild. All right, let's do one of these. Let's do... Do I want to miss 6 cents value? I mean, realistically, I only have 1 6 in a deck of 50 cards. Probably I'm not seeing it. 4 oak? Buddy. Buddy, what do you mean 4 oak? What do you mean? 6 7. Hello? Let's just do this, I guess. Was the mod thing serious, by the way? No, it never is. I'm sorry, Odin. I'm sorry I baited you. Still not a massive amount of direction right now. I mean, yeah, unless this hallucination pays dividends, probably we're just dead. I'll get it eventually. Wild. Yeah, I think we just die here, right? Okay. Chad next shop. Beep it. I could be convinced. If we just sacrifice 6 cents value here, we got to pay the rent, but with mail-in, that's maybe fine. We need some kind of injection to our scoring, so I say let's just rip it. I can do this. I can do... I should have taken the Celestial Pack first. Yeah, because we could have blocked, and this could have been like a Venus card, but it is what it is. Let's go for this, I guess. Going here. Say that again, the Joker name. Huh? Hang him. Think we're dead if I don't get aces? Of course, when I sell 6 cents, I get my last remaining 6 right away. Actually wild. Molt? Nope. Think we're cooked. Fuck mobile mod, bro. That pin is staying there. I mean, fair enough, man. Let's go here. 07. I mean, technically we could draw like more, like another 3 oak aces and probably be fine, but no, I don't think 3 oak aces is actually fine here. I guess we're gonna find out. With Lucky Trigger it is. What do you know, chat? Why are we deleting just random messages? What if Blue Stake Rework removed blue seals? Not my favorite change, but I think it'd be kind of funny. 6th sense sounds like 6. I swear to Christ. 6 and a 7. Chat, don't just delete 6, 7, bro. Or I should say mods, not chat. My lord, I have descended into the stream presence. You cannot lose now, for I am witnessing your graces. Don't lose now. Who's gonna tell him, chat? Who's gonna tell him? Hook? That's actually beneficial for us, right? With the halvesies. Let's go Celestial Pack. Album listen is over. How was the album? Let's go Mercury level into Venus level. You should make 6, 7 a blocked term. I'm not that concerned with it. Bang. Go here. I can do this. I can do one of these. Discard my 9, you fuck. Yeah! Oh! Oh! Chat, when I say throbbing, bro, what an unbelievably good start. Someone unknown blocked term 6, 7. That's crazy. How many more aces do I have? 5? Let's go for it. Somebody typed out 6, 7 in text. That's crazy. All right. Let's go here because we're planet blocking, so we can get a Venus card. Pog, pog, pog. Okay, we're kind of off to the races now. This is gonna crash and burn almost assuredly, but I'm riding until the very end. Pause. Do I take random gold here? Honestly, on 3 oak, I'm a bit hesitant. I think with a hallucination in the lineup, especially, I'm just gonna skip that. Let's go next. I could have taken one more reroll. I have rebate. It's okay. Let's go here. Let's go Lucky Trigger high card. Tragic. Let's go Hierophant aces. Let's go 3 oak aces with the hollow. That's like the entire blind score in one go. Let's go. That might win. So let's go 3 oak queens, but without the halvesies. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. No, we have 9 aces. It's always a get greedy angle. That's a purple seal. Thank you for pulling up at the very end. I appreciate you. Is a star card worth? My aces are evenly suited. I really don't think it matters. I'm just gonna tarot block that, John. Let's go here. The arm is 07. Not if we find like a luchador. I would have to ditch rebate, but maybe hallucination can pick up the slack. Or I could honestly probably just ditch hallucination in that. Oh wait, no, we have voucher, right? Is this worth re-rolling? What have we seen? I literally forgot what we've even seen. Shock, you are second monitor content, no offense. Hello? I think you can re-roll. I would assume so. What don't we want to see? I don't remember what bosses we've seen already is the issue. Re-roll into the eye? Well, we already saw the eye, right? So eye can't be like wall, essentially, sucks. We saw hook. We saw hook. We saw eye. And before that was last stream, right? We got the eye, so we're safe. Well, it's anti-5, right? So doesn't Needle still kind of cook us? I guess maybe not once we get there because we'll have better constellation scaling. I feel like Needle still probably cooks us, though. Needle and terrible draws. Psychic is also bad. I want to say Psychic. Okay, I'm going to rewind the footage. I want to say Psychic was our anti-1, no? I'm rewinding the footage, low-key. Let's see here. Why is YouTube just not pulling up my stream? Hello? Okay, what did we start this run? Or, like, what ante did we start this run on? This run started ante 3, so we know we've seen eye, we know we've seen hook, and we know we are currently seeing arm. Let me go to my past stream VOD and see what our other bosses were. I really want to say first boss was Psychic, but that's gotta be me tripping. There's no shot that that's Correctamundo. This is black deck. Where's blue deck? Okay, this is ante 2 on blue. Ante 1. Ante 1 was Goad. So we haven't seen Psychic. Oh no, ante 2 was Psychic. Okay, I was half right. Ante 2 was Psychic. So we've seen Goad, we've seen Psychic, we've seen Hook, we've seen Arm, we've seen Eye. So Needle is unfortunate, and that's like, what else are we scared of here if I reroll? Let's go blinds. Wall sucks, but with glass is even maybe manageable. House is kind of unfortunate, but it's manageable. Water is a death sentence. Monoclay is really bad. Mouth could be really bad if we get cucked with draws. Needle is really bad. Tooth is really bad. Flint's really bad. I mean, it's like kind of a crapshoot, man. I think we just reroll because Arm probably is a death sentence, even if we get like glass and shit like that. But it's seeming kind of like a 50-50 that we just get cooked yet again. Like, there's a myriad of different bosses that are not fun for us. Vessel fucks this up if you reroll into it. So right you are. Mods, you know what to do. Just kidding. Is Stuntman ever a consideration here? I think not. I think not. I think Stuntman is never a consideration here, unless we maybe pivot pairs. I could maybe see it. foil delayed was. We're playing 3 oak with mail-in, was it? I feel like probably not, man. Maybe a consideration, but never a take. What's good, gang? I'm going to be pacifist towards Shock today so he doesn't threaten me with taking my mod badge. I'm good. No, I'm just kidding. It's still probably fine with that constellation, but it's close. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I ever take it there, but if you take it there and get rewarded, more power to you. Are you on aces? No. Is idle low-key a take here? We have a star. Chat, do we low-key risk idle here? That would be really funny. Nah, fam. There's no way, but it would be hilarious. I guess this is only a ×8 to base level. I think it's just a reroll angle. Mark, that's super manageable. Okay, W reroll. Excuse me. Let's go one of these. What's my 3 oak level? Level 3. That's pretty bad, man. Let's go. I'm going to just rip this. And then let's go one of these. Dude, my lucky cards are kind of carrying right now. Holy shit. Idle is bait, I know from experience. Is he cooking? The smoke alarm is going off currently, but I think I am cooking. Just barely missing interest cap unless I sell this Hierophant, which I am not going to do. Okay, so for boss, I need like 3 oaks, which is somewhat manageable, dare I say. Let's go Spectral Pack. Magician card is kind of cool. Could Cryptid either a... There's a lot of angles here. Pretty much everything except Familiar is an angle. I could Cryptid a Steel Purple Seal King, and then that's strengthable. Or I could put a Blue Seal or a Purple Seal on a Diamond's Ace, and then that's like just a really good death target. Pretty much anything in this pack is kind of fire. I feel like I kind of want to Cryptid the Steel King just because that's the most immediate value, but Blue Seals are also kind of looking scrumptious because we have like no planet levels, right? I Cryptid for the mark? What do you mean for the mark? Like getting more steel in hand? Mods, please verify my message. Huh? The boss. Bro, I know it's the boss. Aces. How does that... I'm confused. Trance is good, but probably need another scoring joker. Could Cryptid the ace for more consistency. When I went to go eat dinner, how many rounds did we play? We're still on the first run. We've gone through like 2 antes. Y'all are saying Cryptid aces? How many aces do I have? I have 12 aces. Do we really want a Cryptid aces here? Cryptid Kings for speculative Baron Mime clickbait. You're tossing faces in the boss, so Cryptid Kings isn't good. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Das ist kind of true. All right, I'll listen to chat on this one. Let's just Cryptid aces. Dude, can my nose stop running for like 5 seconds? Holy. Can you guys tell that I'm like stuffed up? Because I feel like it's so obvious when I talk and it's making me so mad. But every time I've asked that in the past, chat is like, what are you talking about? Have not noticed? Okay. Hey guys, I just released a new song today. Huge. What's up, Joe? What are you talking about? All right. Well, there's my answer, chat. We magician these because this is my one and only purple seal. Damn. Dude, that would have been such an aura farm. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do one of these. Hello, Susbuster. That's crazy. How you feeling tonight? I'm feeling all right, man. How are you doing? How did your birthday go, bro? Fun fact, Focushock big video on Saturday. It's going to be about how he managed to build the biggest marijuana empire on Twitch. That's actually true. Actually a true statement. I think we're dead here, right? Unless I get, like, lucky proc. That's not what I meant, but that works if I make it out of here alive. Static 3-oak never wins, so we always full cycle there, and now we just pray for lucky hit. That's the only way we get out. But we always get it, so it's fine. Tragic. Very possible with the holo card that shipping something else with halvesies molt would have gotten us out there, but the holo card is 1 in... At that point, it's like, what, a 1 in 20 chance? So I don't think we ever bank on that happening. I think it's just always pray for lucky hit. Arm would have been way worse? Yeah. We always get out? Shut up, chat. Why is streamer bad? Does he suck at Balatro? Maybe. I get to help my... It was good I did nothing all day and slept in. Fire. Why is everybody saying 6-7? Oh, everybody's saying 07 except for Zafe. We even did the cryptid too. Yeah. That was kind of I didn't even see our I didn't even see our draws. I feel like we didn't draw like hardly any of our aces there, but whatever. Why is everyone saying 6-7? You're cooked. Okay, everybody was earlier. I'm not insane, chat. I'm not. Damn, I lost a blue deck run, chat. I'm so washed. Nah, that was past Focushock. That was washed. That was not a product of me. Just kidding. Let's see. Where are... That's... You are who I want? Okay. What's your favorite deck art? Probably either Ghost or Magic. Or Painted, any of those. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, Redeem Q is black, magic, green. So we're going black. Black deck next. I played black earlier today. Could Scholar be buffed if they get straight aces? I just cooked Loki. I'm so confused. Can anyone tell me what's the context of 6-7? I think the context for 6-7 is that there is no context for 6-7. All right. Jamble there. Bro said girthy. Hello. Welcome in, Ginger. That's wild. You're saying the meme is similar to knee surgery? I'm pretty sure. You can only play aces each round, and it scales much faster than even pants. I'm so confused. Obviously, it's all due to the one sold Sixth Sense miss. Yeah, Loki, the one sold Sixth Sense hit that I didn't get there was an immolate. It was actually a glitched Ouija that didn't give me minus hand size and also hit aces. There's context behind 6-7. I refuse to believe it. Had to find trio? True. Bro, if we found trio there, we were low-key cooking, chat. You already know I'm dropping mega shillings on my boy, locking in. Hey, I'm somewhat warmed up on black deck today. I recorded a YouTube video with a custom deck because I was yelling at YouTube commenters. Because for one of my random Joker polls, there were people saying, Constellation is actually better than Blueprint for this particular thing, and I said, no, it's not. Time for Seance? Oh, absolutely. They want a scaling version of Scholar that requires you to play aces to scale it. I feel like that's bad. Unless they make it scale, like, a lot. But if they made it scale a lot, then probably it wouldn't be common, right? Riffraff Antimatter? Surely, right? 6-7 meme originates from a song released either this year or last year, and some kid doing the whole hand movement after it played in the song, what seems like an inside joke with his friends originally, and it just kind of took off on TikTok. There's no way that's real. I made that Joker in Bloom Balatro. It's an X-Molt that gains ×1 if you play 4 aces. Interesting. First time chat from Biff. Add 6 and 7 and you get 21 Diddy blood. And I'm ending stream. It was a good run, chat. Let's play some Gold Stake Black deck. Perhaps the one thing that's more painful than reading a message such as that. Ban this new chatter. Mods? I will. No, I'm just kidding. Don't ban them. But they're on thin ice. Hell no, you just lost on blue deck. I ain't hearing shit. I mean, fair. Bean or Gem? No. Just arrived a streamer throwing. Is it a Focus Shock stream? Then I think we have our answer. I thought you asked if streamer was showering. Interesting. $6. Welcome back, Bean. Let's go Jupiter card. Go next. I guess the optimal route was to take the Bean there and then sell it. I was going to say we'll know if that was the case if we whiff the flush here, but now that we didn't whiff the flush, I guess it doesn't matter. Question of if you weren't forced to by request queue, would you play Black Deck Gold Stake ever? Yeah. I definitely would. I wouldn't be excited to, but I rotate decks outside of like the redeem queue. I just rotate through the menu of decks from left to right. So even before I had the redeem queue, I would play it. Not saying that I like it, but I do play it. I think we low-key just take nothing. The ice cream is diminishing returns, and everything else is just like speculative value or just not that much value. Love hands like this. Where's the photo, Chad streamer? Yeah, let me just pull it out of my ass, bro. Like, what? Instead, you're saying you're a masochist? I mean, if you want to go that route, like, that's your decision, bro. Drunkard? Like, bro. My internet is shit again? I'm sorry, bro. Why isn't your deck fully fixed yet? Hello, streamer? Dude, you're so for real. You're so for real. Should have went for the clubs flush and the spades flush instead of the 3 hearts that I top decked. It's so obvious. Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna lose because of that, by the way. Holy shit! I would be dead right now if I didn't take this drunkard. What the hell? You can't even have the courtesy to draw me the straight flush there? Peak. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm not even mad. That's just actually crazy. I feel like I can't even be mad at that. Holy moly, what a sell. Predicted. Shut up, chat. Not gonna lie, a Tribule would have saved you there for real, for real. You guys are so right, bro. Add another +10 to sold runs. That is wild. That is wild. Easy win for non-believers. Yeah, I mean, I guess, dude. Doc would have got Nanon by then. Streamer washed. How am I washed? No one is shocked except for Kaya. Okay, that... was that really necessary? Shock this wasn't in the script. Mods ban deck shuffler. Dude, I've been saying it for the past week. This shit's low-key worse than the arena shuffler. Alright, we're on Magic Gold. Low-key, I know I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna fumble it just because that's how this week has been going. But Magic deck, I think, is becoming my favorite deck for Gold Stake. I kinda just like Magic deck. Ghost is a very close second, but Magic deck, I feel like, opens the line for more goofy shit. Again, I know I'm going to say that, and then we're immediately going to get a horrible run, and it's just going to suck so much ass, but I don't care. I get to play Magic deck. Ad moment. Sub up, Buster. I should just ban everybody who shit talks that isn't subbed, low-key. I think that would be a fire change to the channel. Everybody who rage baits or shit talks now, if you don't have a sub badge, 10-hour timeout. And Luna with the tier 1 to Magnet. That's good timing. You appreciate that, Luna. Many thanks. Engagement down 100%. Real. Free shit talking pass. That's sub-only mode with extra steps. Yeah, but the extra steps are pretty funny, you gotta admit. Let me talk shit, I'm a sub enough. You got a VIP badge. I'm not seeing the little lightning bolt next to your name. Thank you, now gift everyone who complains. He can't ban me if he had gun to his sack. I can ban you... You know what? I can't ban hand. I'm not gonna lie. Balatro, but everyone who shit talks and isn't subbed is banned. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hell yeah. Just run an ad every time someone says some shit. Wait, that's low-key cooking. Dude, Raffle would be the richest man on the planet. Raffle would be the richest man on the planet. Every time somebody rage baits, it's just another ad break. Revenue maxing. Dude, that's low-key a good that's low-key a good ass call out. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, let's do some Magic decking, shall we? He'd spend it all on therapy anyways. That's maybe true, but also kind of wild. We're not getting out, right? We are not. In one hand, that is, but we have a pair of aces on the backswing. We YouTube chatters are safe from the fuck-ass plan. Well, only because I can't run ads on YouTube manually, but the second that changes... Anyway. I use Turbo. Can I just spam the unlock sub emote redeems? Nope. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not taking Four Fingers rental, dumbass. Okay. I don't like either of these, but I think it's got to be a Wrathful angle with two Fools. I think it's low-key got to be a Wrathful angle here. I hate both of these, but... I mean, honestly, we're on Magic deck. I'm too Black deck brained thinking that I need something for this big blind. I could just say nah to both of these. I could just say nah to both of these. All I'm saying is if I had to deal with the Raffle chat, I'd be in therapy. I mean, that's a fair take. Let's go for this, and then I can just sell it mid-blind. Go for the clurbs or the spades? Spades has higher ranks, right? This is 12, that's 14. Yeah. Go for the spades on the backswing. I have a straight here, and that should get me out, so I can sell the Four Fingers, play the straight. I think Wrathful is a fine enough take for me. Bro, I hate the suit jokers. Doc took a rental eternal hollow Jimbo. I was flabbergasted, but he's the GOAT. Dude, that's low-key kind of a power play, though. Bro said, what game is this? Hello? Cool. We have a Neptune card that I could copy. We're saved. Is there ever a reality where I go Jumbo Arcana here? I guess in the event that I want to... In the event that I want to, like, Judgment spam, but I think probably the better play is to just go for the bones. Excuse me. Damn, we almost had a straight flush, too. That's kind of wild. I think I'm going to play the straight. Is this Slay the Spire? Yes, it is. Ban that chatter. Just kidding. Kind of. Mods, you're, you know, ball is in your court. That's all I'm saying, mods. All right, we didn't need you either. Shock, are you ever going to stop streaming Marvel Rivals and start streaming Balatro instead? Nah, probably not, man. Funny you should mention that. I did stream Marvel Rivals quite a bit after it came out. Guess I'm taking this Jolly Joker, bruh. 07? I mean, there's a Jolly Joker in the shop, man. It's not 07. I'm just sad. 6-7. 07. Wild how we're 07ing already. Let's ship this. 600 points. I think I low-key just pay the rent on this Jolly Joker. Makes me extremely sad, but it is what it is. If I sell this and then there's no other scoring jokers in my next shop, I'm just fucked, right? Yeah, like right here, I would have just died immediately. Immolate in here, surely? Fuck. Let me cook. Okay, don't let me cook anymore because I want to potentially get purple seal value because the Fool could make that a very nice play. Dude. Two-piece face cards, 110, 17, 13, 2 6s, 2 2s. I guess I'm just going with this. Thank you. Currently experiencing what poverty feels like, which I feel is my slippery slope of losing runs. Wild sentence. 2-pair into 2-pair I think is fine. Other than that, we're always dead. This is fine, right? No, it's probably... Yeah, no, we're chilling. Never mind. Not even close. Window. Flush out. God, I can't talk. Is this just a flush house angle, maybe? So cooked. Nice fools. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Delicious streamers throwing once again. Arcana, surely. Perishable rental Jolly Joker with like 8 shops doesn't feel great. Yeah, but selling it would have already been death, which I would argue feels maybe worse than just losing money. Open Arcana, gamble for it. What are we even looking for? I guess like Empress Fool with the Seltzer. I feel like Moon is just fine here, right? If we spend all of our hands with to find a full house, I can flush house it, and then we're just chilling into this boss. Because Jolly Joker flush house beats boss. Forgot to jamble. Can we restart? Judgment Fool is fun. I don't know, man. Draw all clubs top deck. Wait, true. Judgments? Dude, judgments are still gambling at the end of the day. Like, judgments I feel like are not good uses of the Fool. And then what do we do if this doesn't hit Judgment? If this hits, like, Devil card, another Suit Changer, and, like, Steel, what are we doing there? You're so cooked, you might as well gamble? We're not, bro, we're not cooked for this blind is the thing, though. We can survive one more. I'm just tuning in. What is the plant level? The plant level? Oh, planet level? We're level, for telescope, you're asking, I'm assuming? We have straights for telescope. Guys 6-7. Hello? I think this is just the angle. I can go King 7s. On Matt's soul, there's a hermit or a judgment. That's crazy that you said on another chatter's soul. Okay, so why are we saying 07, chat? Can somebody explain this to me? I thought we were friends. Chat, what are the 07s for? Told you it was a flush house build this whole time. Scary face is something. It's my boss. It's so over, man. What the fuck? All right, well, I have to take this. God. Is it 07 time now? It's certainly close. I still have moons in my Fool, so I can still flush house my way through here. Which I think is definitely what I'm going to attempt to do. Jacks was the angle. It was so obvious. Okay, I have 10s. Now I just need a singular king. Could be Vessel. Yeah, I guess so, chat. What was my flush house score without Scary Face? Because if this wins, I'm just rocking this flush house, but I think this doesn't win. I wasn't paying the utmost attention, so I'm not certain, but I think this does not win, right? Flush house with Jolly Joker was... Never mind, it was 4 grand. So yeah, we're definitely doing this. It was 4K. Yeah. Should have taken the planets. Bro, what? Then if I take the planets, I don't have moon in my Fool for this blind, and then I always die. Yeah, boss is gonna be rough, though. I need, like, exactly glass flush house for the boss. Stuntman, bro? Oh, for fuck's sake. Droll we can grab for another flush house. But then we're kind of just fucked into wall. Stuntman's a lot of score, but it's never the play because Jolly Joker is perishing. If we play a pair, I guess each pair with Stuntman is like probably close to 3 grand, to be fair. Maybe we take Stuntman for the wall and we just ship pairs. We could take Stuntman skip here for the wall, which feels unbelievably bad, but with $12 in the bank, barring just like absolute high rolls, I think it's the only way we beat wall. No, we don't even beat wall. I'm blue deck brained, and even on blue deck, I don't think we beat it. I think it would be like super close on blue deck. Maybe with the Scary Face we still do. Arcana? I think it's not Arcana. Arcana's still just like a gamble, dude. Like, the Arcana's not a horrible play if it hits, but if the issue with taking the Arcana both this time and last ante is if we whiff on Arcana, we just die immediately. Because then not only are we looking for strength, but we're also broke as fuck. What would Doc do? I have no idea. You think I would be losing this much if I knew what Doc would do at any given point? I have no idea. Okay, Stuntman with pairs. If we have only Stuntman Jolly Joker, that's absolute base 260 chips times 10 molt. That's 2,600 points. So for wall, we would need like 1 or 2 pairs of face cards. I think that's low-key just the play. I think our easiest line for victory into the wall. The problem is next, because both the Jolly Joker and the Stuntman are perishable, the problem is next ante, we are just unbelievably cooked. But to win against the wall, I think we just have to take... We could maybe, with a Moon in our Fool, even take Droll and Stuntman here, and then just play pairs into this ante, and then play, like, flushes into the wall. I think that's never happening, but it dodges us skipping a blind. I mean, we're just cooked here if we have to skip for Spectral Pack anyway, right? Unless Spectral Pack gives us exactly Immolate, even if we beat wall, next ante is just impossible. But it's the line that's speaking to me, so I think I'm just going to rip it. It's not going to work, but it's fine. Droll Arcana and then suffer with Econ. I think that's never the play. I think we do this. Hex. No. $5, give me the Wraith. Invis, that's ass. Hey, Shock, how you doing? I'm all right, Linus. How you doing, man? Guy's 6'7". Okay, we have pair of aces. Great Wraith hit. Yeah, that helps quite a bit. I think it's never a flush angle unless we get a Jolly Joker hit, right? 6-7. Blueprint in that Wraith, by the way, trust. Yep. Yep. Wraith could have been the only other thing excluding Immolate that sort of gets us going. Yeah, just kind of an unfortunate hit, but what can you do? What are the 2 Glumbus Jokers? One is Jolly Joker and the other's Stuntman. That's giga unlucky. I can't straight flush this either. This doesn't get a Jolly Joker hit, so this is ass score, but like I kind of have to play it. I guess I could flush it here, but that's literally the same score. Could have taken the Droll Joker over keeping $5, and then we would have been fine. But also us whiffing what is essentially all of our face cards here is like catastrophically bad. Natty straight on Stuntman, love to see it. Yeah, but it's like in a vacuum that's cool, but here it's like ass. Streamer through, told ya. Driver's license in the Wraith? Yeah, for sure. Let's just rip this, I guess. It's better than shipping a high card here. 1,600 points. Yeah, now we're fucked. Natty flush house. Actually, almost is crazy. Invis is Blueprint if he had a gambling addiction. Yeah, GG, well played. What can you do? I guess take the Wrathful Joker was the play. It was a flush angle all along. All right, we have a green deck on the chopping block now. That's what Doc would have done? Yeah, probably. Literally, what could you have done? Taken the Wrathful Joker out of the first Buffoon pack. I didn't want it because it was Eternal. That's a gamble that I took. full well knowing that it could cost me the run, but I hate having to play into Wrathful even with deck fixing. Played Clover Pit instead? I mean, I guess that's also true. Okay. Back-to-back 0-3s. Good shit. It's preference thing? Yeah, essentially. It was probably the more stable play, but I foresaw myself having to play into it, which we would have had to play into it for the majority of that game, and that just would have been annoying. But yeah, we definitely could have and should have done that. Green Deck, my beloved. I haven't played it in a long time, so probably I'm going to fumble about on it. Excuse me. Damn. PVZ when? Chat, type 1 if we should play PVZ today. I guess we haven't played it this whole week, have we? No, that's not true. We played it literally last stream. What am I on about? Green Deck kind of fucked me when I had to do it for C+. It's okay you get a Vagabond first ante. Something tells me Green Deck is Thunk's old econ system before he at some point reworked it into the interest system. I could see that being the case. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Green Deck makes so much and so little sense to me. What did Ginger just put? Dude, that's fire. That's cinema. I like Green Deck. I'm still deciding if I like it. Sometimes it feels really nice and other times I don't think it ever feels just straight up bad, but there are a lot of times where it feels awkward, shall we say. This is going to be one of those times, but if I can hit a pair of faces on the backswing, pair of 10s works as well. We'll throw the 2 pair. This is a really bad opener for Green Deck, but it's still $4, which unless you're playing Blue Deck is literally above the first cash out that you could get on any deck. Pair meta doesn't feel great with green. It's just really weird because for pair meta to work, you have to have your pairs score an insane amount of points early on. So you have to, like, as much as I advocate for not spending down on the green deck so that you can still get hermit value, like, early game, you just have to spend down so that you're smashing through the blinds and getting money. And if you can hit that right, it works. But usually you can't, and then it's just really awkward. What's in the shop? I already forgot. There was something intriguing in the shop, and I literally already fucking forgot what it was. Yo, Belanos with the raid once again. Appreciate you, man. Cert. That's what it was. Could take the Faceless here and sell for the Cert. We could just straight up take the Faceless, or we could take the Summit. I mean, on Green Deck, I kind of like the Summit early game, no? That's just free $6 every blind. Bro raided? Bro did indeed raid. I think I'm going to take the Mystic Summit, and we can just use that as like a quasi-econ joker. I'll pick up the Fool as well. You lose out of discard money. I mean, true, but I'm fine with that because hand money is like a decent subsidy, so to speak. I don't know. We'll see if it's the right play. Get burger and just money? You're so right. Apparently Twitch Kindle is just collapsing all the typed spaces. Huh? 15 Molt Ante 1 is hard to beat. That's also pretty nice. This kind of blows, though, because this wants me, like, tossing all my hands into it. And if I do that, I'm just going to be broke. But at the same time, like, kind of a fire start, no? Excuse me. -1 Joker slot for later antes. A lot of the time, that's, like, doable, though. If it provides you good enough strength for the early game, a lot of the time you don't care about that. That's why you can take so many crappy like Eternals on black deck because of the extra slot. Anti-1 square is hard to pass. That's what I'm saying. But like on green deck, Anti-1 square Mystic Summit just eats all of my money. But like Squimbo is kind of fire. I think I'm picking him up. We can go Hungman for when we eventually get like blue seals, I guess. Not gonna lie, per KO right now, we'd be cooking. I mean, like, you're not wrong. I feel like you could say that about literally any run to ever be played, though. 07. Why are we 07ing, bro? Let's hang these to money. I mean, fair. I guess maybe the not the optimal balance, but a balance we could consider is we just only scale it like half the time. If I get 8 chips per blind and still get a cash out, that's like fine. Ideally, we get an Econ Joker and then I just full scale the Squimbo. Like, that's not what I was talking about, but like both of these work, right? Low-key, I kind of just want to pick both of these up. Because the Mime could work as an Econ source as well, and if we get blue seals, that's just fire. It's also hollow, so it's really good for the early game. Dot claims that it's okay that you lose money for scaling because you need money to score higher. Yeah, that's fair. Das ist fair. Both seems good. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think this is just a both angle. Let's go next. I'll scale the Squimbo. This is still going to have me getting out too early is the thing with the Mime. Yeah, now I just have to play it. Now I just have to bomb one of my discards so that I can get any faceless value whatsoever, but that's okay. Go for the pair here. This gets me out. I've seen enough Perkeos that I'd much rather be just flat X-Molt sometimes. Not saying Perkeo is bad, but like context again. Nah, Perkeo is fire, bro. I'm taking Perkeo over flat X-Molt every time. Don't want either of these. I think I'm just going to stockpile. Actually, since we're on green deck and spending money is not really punishable, yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's steal, too. Dude, this Mime was the best pickup of all time. Bars. Good balance, money scaling. This is fun. Yeah, this seems something. Says the person that's 0-3. What did I say? Bars, bar, Baron. Hello. All right, let's get this. I think we're chilling. Red card, huh? Red card Squimbo's fire. You gotta admit it. I know we have red card haters in here, but you gotta admit it. Red card is fire. Talking a lot of shit for a doubter, which I guess checks out. Fish is the boss. I think that matters not. The summit being eternal is awkward here with the faceless, but I think that'll be fine. Because if I take red card here, we can just sell the Mime for X-Molt, and then I think we're chilling, right? The pair scaling is going to make Molt useless, ideally. I guess that's a reasonable take. We just need to find the blue seal, then, if we're skipping this, right? Red card is more money sacrifice for scaling. Yeah, but like scaling Molt, scaling chips, I think is fine. Maybe we just go full blue seal angle. Let's rip this. Tempe, that's fire. I think I low-key hang them here, no? Just to get more blue seal procs, because our blue seals are doubly as valued, right? Double as valuable. Jesus, fuck. So I think hanging them is low-key worth more than $10, especially when I can grab $10 in a blind with a faceless. Let's just go for that blue seal angle, bro. Bro hydrated without redeem. Is he allowed to do that? All right, let's go here. Hydrate from snails. 100 biddies, stop. Never. That blue seal is steel too, so mime scoring possibly. Yeah, that's just a fire death target, right? I think we do this. Syrup with the tier 1. Many thanks. With the gifty. 97 gift subs is absolutely wild. Wait for the hype train in 20 minutes? True. Boss says first is drawn face down. That's fine. Probably I want director's cut eventually. Maybe not right meow. Could take a rocket. Could take an abstract. I think I am more concerned with taking rocket right meow. Pog, no pair level. Pog. If we get enough deck fixing to copy this enough times, this could be a high card angle with mime. Because the blue seal on this gives us planet scaling, which gives us chips, and then the steel would just be like quasi Baron on a mime build. We're taking high card for right meow, but I'm talking like long term we could consider just going straight up high card. In fact, let's pivot that direction now, because it's not that much worse than pair with what we have cooking. I'm confused. I thought I already hit 100. Loki, I thought you did as well. Flowchart? Wait, true. Flush house angle? Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. Gotta gift 3 more, I guess. Absolutely wild. Cool. No more faceless value. Pog, pog, pog. Immediately draw 2 more kings, by the way. All right, we get 2 blue seals. Yeah, I think we're just going... I think it's just flowchart, no? Can I have a gift sub? Chat, are we really begging for gift subs? Luna, you have a sub badge! Wear Baron? True, wear Baron. Do I maybe just strength? No, it's definitely not a Baron angle until we get a Baron. I think strengthening things there is throwing, albeit it's really funny. Another blue seal would be... So this is red seal. If I steal it, it's really good with mime. If we get shoot the moon, that's really good. If we get Baron, we can strength it, and it's really good. I think I just have to take it. Baron seed? Yeah. This is kind of fire. That's kind of sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go next. All right, now we have planet level, so this should be scoring marginally more. Yeah, so we don't have to be worried about blind scaling for right now. High card steals. I mean, with the mime, like, that's not a bad play, man. Even if we don't get a Baron, high card steal is kind of just like Baron but built in somebody's garage, right? And Baron, even Baron built in somebody's garage at the end of the day is, like, pretty good. I think realistically, if I'm shipping this expecting to get... It's either I ship... I could ship the pair here to get more faceless value, maybe. I could do like this. The problem is if this wins, then I get blue seal on pair, which is really annoying. If you def it enough, even sock would be kind of cool. Yeah, it leaves options open. This is definitely looking like a Baron seed, though. I think I'm just going to do this. Pog. Pair would not have won there for the record, but that's fine. Okay, now I'm just looking for death cards. Plant? I mean, even plant can be remedied with just other steel cards in the deck, right? And we have director's cut. I think plant's kind of a nothing burger. Let's go here. We get Hungman. That works. First dud standard pack, which is kind of fire, considering we've gone this long. High card pair planet alternate works. Just a little riskier. It's fun, though. Maybe. See, like, I want to do this for Faceless Joker value, but if we discard our blue seal here, I'm going to freak out. I think it's fine, Loki. Let's do one of these. Yeah, this has to be not a pair, right? If we do this. Could even do this and then ship whatever this is. I think that's a better angle. This has to be a 2, right? Because of how 3s orient themselves in the deck. If you discard your blue seal, you wouldn't be able to tell anyways. I mean, I guess, yeah. Why was my Mystic Summit not telling me what it was? Drink streamer, go hydrate. Nah, it hasn't been redeemed, bro. I'm not allowed, according to my mods. All right, we get no blue seal value. That's fine. Don't tell me you hung the red seal. No, we hung 9s. What? I didn't hang the face down card. I was just debating whether or not we play it. See? He's right there. Drink up, streamer. I got you, Snails. Many thanks. Tarot Merchant is, like, indispensable. I think if I was greeting for the Baron, I would take this at the end of blind, but realistically, even though this is a Baron seed, we're playing it without Baron, just because Baron is so rare. So I think I take it right now and just try and inflate the deck with steals as much as possible. Clurb is sad because it's going to debuff my blue seal, but I think that is kind of a nothing burger. And also, if I can suit change the blue seal, then it absolutely doesn't matter. Would y'all watch me if I did the VTuber stream thing? Unironically, yeah, definitely. Future Wraith gives Hit the Road? Almost assuredly, right? Do I take this? It dilutes my blue seal density, which is what I'm most worried about, but it is also another steel card, which is just like kind of generically good. Pass. I low-key agree. I think we're scoring fine enough. I need to get back on my streams for real, but streaming to like no people is so boring. It is very fair. That's why you gotta make short form, bro. Easiest way to get yourself out there. Do I maybe make a rock? Is rock or priestess more valuable? I guess if we get the blue seal, we're selling whatever priestess gets us anyway for Pluto cards. So probably we take the rock. Also with the Tarot Merchant, you'll find chariots. No, that's what I was like alluding to. Chariots, but more importantly, deaths, I would say. Let's go here. So without Mystic Summit, we're making 2,300 points. Let's go here. Let's go here. Excuse me. I think the red seal is not needed, so let's just grab some more faceless value. We pull the blue seal. No more value in the deck, so I'm just going to sell this and assume that we win with the rock. Pog, 2 more Pluto levels. Bang. Star card. I'm going to pocket this because we could turn our blue seal into a diamond into that boss, and then that way I'm less concerned with the steel because our planet level is low-key still not high enough to where that really matters right now. But into that boss, I can get a blue seal activation, which would be kind of silly. Bro isn't selling Summit. Throw? Oh, wait, you're so right, bro. You're so right. Empress card, I think, is throwing. Another Polychrome's kind of cool. Yeah, but we don't need it. This build's probably not going... More than likely, I would say, not going in a Polychrome build. It's probably going in a... Or in a Polychrome direction. It's probably going in a steel direction, right? Let's rip this. Empress for tarot blocking. Well, if I'm... Again, if I'm taking the... if I'm getting the blue seal in my hand, then tarot blocking doesn't matter, right? Okay, so now... No, I can just use the star here, right? And then I don't have to use it next blind. Do I want to use the star on anything else? Low-key, if I already saw Diamond's boss, then I kind of want to use this on everything. But if I haven't seen diamonds, boss, then I think I kind of just want to use this on the blue seal, and then everything else I really could give a shit if it stays its own rank or not. All right, let me rewind the footage because I've forgotten. First boss was Hook, it looks like. First boss was Hook. I need to have like a notebook that just where I can just write this shit down. First boss was Hook. Second boss was Fish. I believe last boss was House. So we have not seen Diamonds boss. I low-key don't care about turning anything else into diamonds then. So I'm just going to rip this on just the blue seal. And then we have discards done. No more value in the deck. So let's just try and get out with this rock. Pog. Saturn mod would have been nice here. House mentioned. What the fuck is lupus? True. Roll over that. Roll over that. Sock my buskin. There's the aforementioned buskin with the polychrome red seal queen. That is an avenue we could go down because that is a lot of score, but I kind of like what we're doing better. Another blue seal. I'm a big fan of that. Strike with the follow. Welcome in. Shot caught not paying attention to chat. Hello. New Glumbus update. Pog. I think I take another blue seal here, right? Lupus is when you loop around or something. Oh, it's so obvious. Do I maybe take a purple seal just for more deck fixing? Because we're already hitting the one blue seal more. We're already hitting the one blue seal like often enough. So maybe I take the purple seal here so that I can like death that blue seal and then also maybe get chariots. Level 9 high card also guides toward not going sock. Yeah, but like we could still, with a polychrome red seal, we could definitely still pivot. It would just be difficult, so I think I'm not going to do it. Blue or purple, it's up to you. I kind of want to go purple. I feel like we've been hitting the blue seal very often. What is a sold run? Essentially a run that that was like super winnable, but I threw in the garbage because I was not paying attention to something. Whether I was like talking to chat and just missed something or etc. and so on. I'd blue considering my current deck, but purple can make more blue seals. I think if I didn't have the mime, I always blue, but with the mime, I think I don't blue there, just personally. We'll see if I get punished for that. All right, boss is free. Yeah, boss is free. Faceless does not get any value here. I feel pivoting is one of my weak points. Same. Very much same. Okay, I can get faceless value here. Let me dump all of these debuffed cards. I can go like this. Dump all the debuffed cards again. It's the other New Zealander. We might be able to replace Squimbo soon, given the high card level chip scaling. We still have a little ways to go with Squimbo, because he is still effectively like a ×2 right now. But yeah, he's gonna... There will eventually become a point where he's gonna be diminishing returns, absolutely. I think I low-key just discard here and I whiff Faceless Joker value because I want to have Mystic Summit active. Maybe with the steal, it doesn't matter. You know what? Fuck it. Actually, we're on track even without the steal or the Mystic Summit to win. So yeah, let's just do this. Playing Balatro is probably my weakest point. So real, bestie. So real. Am I looking for anything else? I guess purple seal. So we'll see if I would have hit it. Nope. Just destined not to, I guess. I guess I can toss the lucky on some stuff because it's more money positive to play a singular lucky card in a high card than it is to sell the magician card. Because each lucky card that you play is like... It's on average like just above $1, right? Is I believe how the math works out. So I think we just never sell magician there. Facts, how does this game work? Dude, real. Real as fuck. Ugh. Chalkboard's really nice. We do need some deck fixing to get that to work, but chalkboard could be a thing. The thing is it's eternal, though, which I'm not sure if I love that. But it does feel just very generically good here. I would need to turn this back into a club or something. We do have plant, so I also need to hold up reroll money because plant just murders us. We don't have good enough. We have no others, like no steel besides this guy. Balatro is proof that 2 + 2 = 5. Just made more diamonds. Only 1 though. Burnt Joker is nice, not needed, but we could get a 6/7 Pluto. Why did you make that a diamond? So that I could pull 2 planet levels into boss. Our last boss was club's boss. So making it into a diamond profited us two Pluto cards, which I feel like is def worth. Burnt is against Faceless. That's also true. I think I'm never taking Burnt here. I think the Blue Seal Mime thing is completely fine. It does feel bad to skip a Burnt Joker, but it is what it is. Eternal Mail-In here as well. Even Chaos is like something. Burnt even the play here with Mime Blue Seal. Burnt's just generically good, which is why I think it got called out, but I never go Burnt here. Let's skip this. I really want the chalkboard, man. The chalkboard, even with Squimbo, is just like so easy to proc. The problem with chalkboard, minus the deck fixing, is that it also kind of synergizes with having less hand size, whereas the Mime synergizes with having more. Like with just a Mime, I would be heavily incentivized to take a Paintbrush, but if we had chalkboard Mime, Paintbrush would be like kind of, I don't know, be kind of bummy. Don't need X-Molt. We don't need X-Molt, but like if the high card plan falls through, which to be fair doesn't seem likely, but like if our deck fixing is just shite and we don't get more steals, then it's very possible that it falls through. I think we just continue rocking with what we're doing. Missed the high card in the Celestial pack. Honestly, we might have... You could have argued just not even taking this Celestial pack with the Blue Seals. Okay, that's coolio. Chalkboard might have been the play. Okay, what is high card here? High card's 5 grand, so I need to discard things so that Mystic Summit comes online. Or I need steel, or both. Grab the purple seal. This is buns, bro. Yeah, now we're fine. We ever re-rolling plant or nah? Yeah, we're definitely re-rolling plant. Probably I should have done that now and just eaten the econ loss, but I guess we wouldn't have made it up to interest cap, so it is what it is. Is sacking a hand even possible here? Like, if I were to play this, does that not win so that I could find the blue seal? Because I would love to find the blue seal. I guess let's just try it. Tragic. Plant rerolls to wall. That's still more possible, man. Green deck? Oh, yeah, interest. Bro, I'm so interest-brained. Maybe the pair first? Oh, true. Let's go standard. This is dog shit. Let's reroll. This is dog shit. Let's go here. Let's reroll. Psychic kinda sucks with mime builds, but it's very doable. Your interest is basically hermit? Yeah. Think I can ship one hand before Mystic Summit needs to lock in? Not really, because our last hand was 5k with no Mystic Summit, so 5k plus 3 Mystic Summit hands is 35k. We would whiff here, so I think I just need to discard. I could strength here for faceless value, which I think is what I'm gonna do. Is there any reason to strength like a 7 or a... Like, what am I strengthening here? What else am I strengthening here? By the way, do we have Tarot Merchant? Bro, I feel like I'm seeing jack shit for tarot cards in the shop. Is that just me? I feel like even with Tarot Merchant, I have seen actually like 0 tarot cards. Make more kings for Baron. As much as I would love for that line to be the play, there's no way that we're going for a Baron line here. Baron is so unlikely, it's not even funny. I might just die here, apparently. Never mind, we have the steel now. We're chilling. Tarot merch been sucky. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, we get the high card levels. TBH, I used to always take Tarot Merchant, but I've been less hot on it without Overstock. I mean, it definitely depends on your build. Like, here, I'm fine with... 2 of these Jokers are Eternal, and this Mime is probably also Eternal. Just with how this build works. So I'm fine with Tarot Merchant here, because I need to see... I don't really care about seeing as many Jokers in the shop, whereas, like, more Tarot cards is more chances for... Not only money, but, like, more chances for Steel is fire, more chances for Deaths is fire, more chances for Hungmen is fire, etc., and so on. Wraith Blueprint, no shot. Ecto, fuck no. Ecto's never the play, IMO. We do have a bunch of shitty rentals, or Eternals, but like, what are we Ectoing here? If Ecto's a coin flip, because if it hits either of these, I'm sad, honestly. And I think Familiar is also not the play, because probably Familiar just gives us dogshit faces, and then that crowds the deck and makes me less... Makes it less easy to find the blue seal. Ecto no balls? Fuck no. I mean, right now it really doesn't matter because we only have 1 steel card, but down the line that could matter. It's probably not the worst play, but I don't love it here. With high card, it's doable, but with Mime, it just seems sketch. So I'm going to dodge it. Shite Arcana pack. Ecto has a line for high card, need X-Molt if you do. Right. If we took Chalkboard, maybe it would have been better. Chalkboard was Eternal, so I think Chalkboard Ecto there is actually pretty good. Yeah, because that also decreases your hand size, which is actually beneficial for Chalkboard. Man, I'm thinking more and more that Chalkboard was the play. That Judgment has Blueprint, should have Ectoed. The Familiar can also give Steel and Gold, which we're kind of desperate for. I think we're fine with money. We do need more Steel, though, just, like, inarguably. I'm dead to this blind if I don't get more scoring, by the way. Maybe not if I found my Steel card. I don't know what we were hitting with Steel. We were hitting 10k without, so if we're hitting, like, 12.5 with Steel, we're fine. But I am not sure. Judgment for Rocket, probably. Scoring is rough. I don't hate that. I hate giving up a Rocket right before the boss, but that's kind of a cook. That's kind of a cook. Judgment actually has Baron, by the way, streamer. I'd pop Familiar or Grim. I don't see how Grim is ever the play. Familiar, I could maybe see. Let's rip it. Trio. Unlucky. Does let me take a reroll. This is the gambler's Invis Joker here, because if Invis hits Mime, it's such a solved game, and it's not even funny, but if it hits literally anything else, you're like turbo, omega, giga fucked. No balls? Damn straight. Damn straight, no balls. I think I gotta take another reroll. We are rewarded with the Chariot. That's kind of fire. It's Photo here, right? Would it have been Photo? I guess with the Steel, we could have taken Photo. Probably Photo was the play there. Now we have Red Steel, though, so we're chilling. Eunuch Pilled streamer, hello. Notice the doubters promoting Ecto. True. All right, so let's go for Red Steel. Just like we're chilling now. Now we just need now Strength and find Baron. I mean, we don't even need Strength now. Now we low-key just need Death cards, and I just copy this forever. If I get 1 blue seal in hand and then like a bunch of red steals, this is just a solved game. So now I just need Death cards. How much is this getting me? Just to gauge score, because we're definitely not losing with Red Steel. How much is this getting me pre-Mystic Summit? 36k. That's a huge boost to our score. Like, astronomically so. That's fire. I cannot play a high card here. That is unfortunate. What can I ship and have the least chance of drawing back? Queens. Queens and sevens because I have no sevens. Maybe a 7 and a queen. Just burn one. Do we ever burn 2 here? Probably not. Just burn a 7. Fire. I'm a dumb fuck. We're chilling. I'm just building suspense. See, chat? You're the only streamer I follow who streams this early. I work the night shift, so it's greatly appreciated. Hey, I got you, man. Many thanks for the kind words. Streamer through. I'm building suspense. You guys don't get it. See, this is why you guys couldn't be streamers, man. Let's go. Dude, it's literally, it's hard-coded. I'm telling you guys. I'm literally telling you guys it's hard-coded. I'm not even trolling. Every single time that we have played Gold Stake Green Deck, one of 2 things has happened. We've seen seed money in our voucher slot, or via a judgment, To the Moon has made it into my Joker slots. Every single time, regardless of how long the run lasts. Every single time. It's literally hard-coded. I am telling you guys. It's a canon event. Dude, you cannot convince me that it is not hard-coded into the game. Hello. Hello. Do I care about this at all? I mean, like, it's a soul, so I have to take it or chat will be mad at me. But do I ever care about this? Shiko, I guess, right? But we have reroll vouchers, so even Shiko, I don't really care. Trio is bad for you right now? Yeah, but we could still take a Temperance. I guess Legendary is $10 sell value. If you're streaking the Temperance, yeah. Destroy Trio. Well, it's definitely over the Trio. It's better than Trio. Yeah, but Temperance could be better than Soul. What do we care about? Perkeo is phenomenal because that allows us to copy Chariots if we find another one. Yo Rick is not fantastic this late, but it's still, like, fine. Shiko with reroll voucher is questionable, but it's, like, usable. And then the other 2 are just kind of suck, right? What even are the other 2? I'm blanking. Yeah, Trib is buns. Trib we could pivot with, but I'm not going to because I'm a bum. And, nah, Canio, I guess, is still fine. It's gonna be Troubadour Trust. $10 is $10. Yeah, I mean, let's just rip it. Best case per KO. Shiko, that's like pretty middle of the line. If we didn't have reroll voucher, this would be a godsend. But with reroll voucher, that's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. It's alright though. I guess into the pillar, that's actually kind of fire. I mean, we could just reroll pillar is what I'm saying, but it's fine. Also, do I like how many Shikos have we? I feel like the past. Real talk, I feel like the past, like, 10 souls that I've taken on Gold Stake nights have been Shiko. Can we talk about this real quick? I feel like I haven't seen Perkeo, Trib, or Canio in, like, forever. I feel like I've gotten one Tribule on... on, like, a random multiplayer night, and Shiko I've seen, like, 60 times. Am I just, like, making this up? I've personally gotten nothing but Perkeos. Can we trade? Perkeo was my first legendary ever, and I feel like I've seen him twice since then. I mean, our score is still shite with no steal, right? It's just that if we find the steal, we're, like, turbo chilling. Shiko is comfortable. Maybe it's glitched. You got to win with it again to reset the legendaries. Yeah, maybe. Probably sending 5 at this point. We're still just barely on track to win. but maybe that wouldn't have been horrible. Was that an ace high or was that something else? I mean, regardless, we're on track to win. Planet levels, turns out, are pretty good. Never mind. Cool. Nothing but Perkeos would be so bad for streaking. Would it, though? Also, GG. I missed out on cycling, what, 2 cards there? What was I looking for? Misprint. 13C. That's King of Clubs. Oh, wait. I forgot we changed you into diamonds. Yeah, because this would be 11, 12, 13. I think is how that works. Streamer through? Bro, okay, we didn't full cycle 5, but in my defense, our first hand... How did our first hand get 15k? Oh, it was with a rock. I'm a dumb fuck. Nice job, streamer. Literally not even a throw, by the way. It's still... Bro. It's still... Okay, not an optimal line, but I missed cycling 2 cards. So it's still a 1 in 8 that we draw something that lets us win. Not inoptimal play, fumble, not a throw. The Chicago Gambit, true. Such a nice run, too. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Bang. If it's gold stake streaking, Yo Rick's the best. No, like I know 2 discards feels bad, but like still the most consistent. It depends on when you get it, right? I think Perkeo is still like the best. Probably, maybe it'd be Canio actually. Because Canio can kind of work. Canio can put in work like no matter when you get it, provided you have Econ. Or Trib. Canio or Trib is probably best. But I think Perkeo is like close second to either one of those. Ugh. All right. I believe that is the entirety of Redeem Queue. Perkeo is so seed dependent, getting a good tarot isn't guaranteed, and without Blue Seal, getting your target planet to your consumable is also hard. I mean, is it not just good as like an Econ Joker, though? Even if you're copying shit, that's still, what, $4 around? It's still a Jolden Joker at absolute worst, right? I feel like that's not bad, no? I don't know. That might be a hot take, but like, I feel like even if you're copying just like bullshit, that's not horrible. Perkeo is a great Econ Joker at worst. That's what I'm saying. The ceiling with it is extremely high, and even the floor is like just Golden Joker, but better temperance value, right? Yellow Palette Cleanser. Well, now I'm going back to the rotating. So what did we do? I think we were on Ghost, right? For the last cycle. The last deck cycle started at the end of September, by the way. And now we're just getting back to it because of redeems. Getting a planet for Perkeo without Telescope would also kill Pack Planet. Yeah, that's also kind of cool. You're throwing because you're scared of my 1v1 redeem? True. Can us YouTube chatters request decks somehow? No, unfortunately. I'm sorry, men. $4 is not bad, but also not good at all. Is Golden Joker not like a fire Joker? I'm not gonna lie. Golden Joker is like sick. Did he install new Glumbus update yet? No, probably I'm not gonna do that until after stream. Okay, we'll do Ghost because it's next in the lineup. The others floor is way better except Yo Rick. Is Canio's? Like, I know I just glazed Canio's, but I feel like Canio's not better than Perkeo. I mean, it's dependent on the seed for a lot of them. Average per KO is kind of B tierish. That's crazy. What if I ask very nicely to do Zodiac deck? Nah, it's reserved for channel points, man. I'm sorry. Lack of death cards was killing the run. I think you weren't spending down enough for Arcanas. Yeah, I guess, man. I don't know, dude. Like, even without deaths, our deck fixing was, like, not bad. Could see over half of my deck, and we had 2 steals. Statistically, we pull 1. Also, Terra Merchant was fucking bending me over, dude. Golden Joker's the standard in Hearthstone terms, like a Yeti. Solid. That's fair. Okay, let's do Joust. Let's do Joust. I think in retrospect, the oh, Zodiac. Oh shit, my bad. Somebody redeemed Zodiac literally like right this second. You know, bro. I don't want to play black deck again. All right, chat. The Jamble is for Zodiac. If you already bet and would like to retract your bet, let me know and I can restart it. Refund me? Okay, I got y'all. Okay, Jamble is for Zodiac. Zodiac for that one chatter. You can refund it if you want. No, it's fine. Unless you're talking about prediction. In which case I already did. Okay, so we have Zodiac, which I'm doing right now, so I don't even know why I'm writing it down. And then Odin redeemed black. And Hand redeemed VIP, WVIP. Blackboard burnt Joker rolling for 1 score, all options. The chalkboard was like absolutely the play in retrospect. And I even wanted to take it. I just gotta stop listening to chat, bro. I'm literally just gonna blame that on chat because chat was like, nah, the chalkboard, bro, we don't need the chalkboard. And then the very next reroll was World Card, and then we also hit Ecto. It was absolutely the chalkboard, bro. But that's 100% my fault because I was like, you know, I was also like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We don't need that shit. Do I get to be in shock file list now? Hello? All right, let me grab Rules Manager. Shock Island guest list is crazy. Let me copy your name. It's gonna take me to your Twitch page for some reason, even though I just literally want to highlight your name. There we go. VIP action. There we go. Pog. Bang! There you go. What is Twitch on about to start talking about the list? It's Twitch chat, bro. Okay, low-key, I gotta piss real quick. Prediction is over. When I get back, we'll rock some Gold Stake Zodiac. Okay. We're back. We're locked in. Let's get it. Jolt Stake Zodiac, shall we? Am I 0-4 or 0-5? We did blue, black, magic, green. I'm 0-4 right meow. Could be 0-5 in the future. Also, did I update the all-time? I feel like I didn't, but I'm not certain. I'm not discarding the 2. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Next card on the top deck is a King of Clubs. Okay, it actually didn't matter. Huge. Chat, what are our thoughts on Zodiac deck? I know I've said it before. I used to be a Zodiac sympathizer, but I low-key don't like Zodiac. Zodiac feels like the biggest nothing deck in the world. Okay, it doesn't because Anaglyph exists, but it's a runner-up, man. Eternal Summit, Eternal Crafty, or nothing. I think this is just another Eternal Summit angle. Go next. Bang. I love Zodiac, bro. I'm sorry to all the Zodiac sympathizers, but I just don't like it, man. The more that I play it, the more it just like it feels like it does literally nothing. I honestly don't hate the rental chalkboard Cloud9 play here. It's a little silly, but I mean, I'm not on a win streak, so let's get a little silly, shall we? Personally, it just feels like forced pseudo homeless. Wild take, but like I know exactly what you're cooking up there. Forced pseudo jokerless. Yeah, too many block options kind of balance out with the overstock, but meh. It just feels very meh. Isn't Doc's favorite deck like disrespecting the GOAT like that? It is Doc's favorite deck. I honestly don't know why. I do know why. It's because Doc loves the shop. Crazy that they make a deck that feels like it does nothing and a deck that actually does nothing. True. There's no downside to taking superposition here, right? I guess the downside is if it wins in one hand, then we pay rent on it for a tarot card. I would like maybe be fine with that though. Tarot card's worth $3, right? To be fair, who doesn't like the shop? That's very fair. The shop's a very fun aspect of the game. Mike, I'm hungry. What's up, Andy? Get yourself some food then, bro. What are you doing? Let's see if we can rock a tarot card here. Looking like it's gonna be a no. Looking like it's gonna be a no. Maybe. I just like the shop when I'm poor, but that's a skill issue. Honestly, real for that though. Excuse me. I don't want to cook. Then like pop something in the microwave, bruh. What are you doing? Was in Twitch chat for a few minutes, more lively. Very true. Reserved. Is this just another? Is it just always flowchart, man? Maybe it's just always flowchart, chat. Best reserved parking I've ever seen in my life. Normally this Joker bends me over, but it's actually kind of peak tonight. The 3 oak wins here. No, I'm not taking any fucking chances, bro. Okay, I could have definitely taken chances. I might need you raw. Hello? Hollow mail-in. The game's feeling bad tonight, it would appear. If I ever take Hieroglyph here, we don't have scaling jokers. Gives me more reserved money, more mail-in money, more Cloud9 money. This is looking to me like a Hieroglyph angle. Malin's on 6s. Sorry. Whiffed there. I'm just gonna. Those are undoubtedly faces, but I'm just gonna get them out of my hand so I know what I'm working with. Let's go like this. Let's go like this, and then this will get me out. Look at that Zodiac luck. Bro, I could have gotten just as lucky on like any other deck though, no? I guess not if I didn't re-roll, but I digress. Could rotate a reserved or a Cloud 9 for a bull. That doesn't feel particularly bad. And then we just econ max and probably just end up playing pairs. Let's do that. We could go for the Wombo combo, just make a fuckload of 9s and go Cloud 9 Malin and just hope Malin hits 9s every time. That seems really funny. Streamer, it's obviously Zodiac. Stop thinking logically. You're so right, bestie. You're so right, chat. Does any hand here not just win even without chalkboard? I guess let's test this theory. It does not. Okay. So marginally better mail-in odds. Pog, pog, pog. We hit it. Make every face clubs or spades. Well, we don't care about that now, right? Because we got out of reserved for bull. Unless we're thinking about pivoting to a face cards build, but this is just looking like pair maxing to me. Reserved is gone. Yeah. Pog $5. Dude, $5 is $5. You know what they say. Let's take a strength for more 9s. Let's take a wasteful for more mail-in buying power. Let's take a standard pack for the Red Seal 9 that's in here. There is a 9, but it's not one that I want. I guess if we're playing pairs, we could just take random 9s, huh? Maybe I should have taken that. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. -$1. Very true. The almighty 9-oriented run? Yeah. I got y'all. I can get one more mail-in hit, surely. Nope. Tragic. Cloud 9 on $6! Yeehaw! We're video gaming. Blue Seal 9. I'll fucking take it. I will take it. Mail-in on 7s. There's one. Delightful streamer, thank you. Hey, I got y'all. Cloud 9 goated. Chat, what is our honest take about Cloud 9? Do we like it or no? If I'm keeping it a stack, I'm not Cloud 9's biggest fan. However, because normally in like any run, usually, it's either going to be the same as Golden Joker but cost $1, or it's going to be worse than Golden Joker but costs $1 more, or like cost $1 more. But like for something like this, you know, it has the goof value, right? It has the goof value. Is it good? Arguable, but I like the Joker itself. I want to like it, but I never play for it. That's what I'm saying. So it feels good to have a run where I could maybe do some goof shit with it. Usually never hang 9s in case. Really? Dude, I like always hang 9s. 9s are usually one of the first ranks to go. I feel like ranks that I hang, 7s first, then 4s, then like 5s, then 9s. And then after that, I really don't give a shit. Because I'm assuming after that, if I have to make a decision, probably I have a rank that I'm building towards in particular anyway, where I can just hang whatever besides that rank. What rank of cards do we play for? Usually I don't, is the thing. Because usually I'm pair maxing, which like doesn't care about ranks. Went to the orthodontist today. They spent an hour working on my teeth just to tell me they strapped a wire to them. I didn't know they would. It fell out 3 hours later because I ate a Hot Pocket. That's so tragic. Aces go first for me? That's fair. Yeah, I forgot about aces. I guess that says a lot about aces that I literally forgot about them in the what do you hang first argument. I was away. How did we lose? We dodged both of our steel cards. And we lost by like 5k to small blind ante 6. What am I going for here? That actually scared the shit out of me. Salsa with the follow. Welcome in. I like playing for 8s, not even for 8-ball specifically. I just like them. That's fair. Do you ever experience back pain? Yeah. Quite a bit, actually. It's not even like chronic back pain. It's just like I must need like a new mattress or something. Bro, there's certain days where I go to sleep and I wake up feeling like $1 billion. Forgot we had chalkboard because I'm yapping at chat. It was definitely a world angle there as opposed to a Hierophant angle, but we're playing pairs, so probably it doesn't matter. There are days where I go to bed and I wake up feeling like $1,000, and then there's days like today where I wake up and I feel like Mark Grayson in the crater after he gets the shit beat out of him in season 2 by Anissa. There's like no in between. Any tips on getting the Plat trophy for Balatro? Exactly what Snails said. It's gonna take you probably hundreds of hours. Yeah. It's gonna take you probably hundreds of hours. If you're going for gold stickers, play a just play whatever deck, regardless of like what's the meta or like what people think is good. Play whichever deck you're most comfortable with. Even if it's not like widely considered a good deck, if you're comfortable with a deck, you're gonna win on it more, and that's gonna give you more gold stickers. Because there are a lot of runs where the meat and potatoes of your score is gonna be like 3 or 4 jokers, and then like ante 8 right at the finish line, you can just take some bum ass joker and get a gold sticker on him, right? That's like my biggest tip. A lot of people try to do the anaglyph thing where they're like, oh, you can get like 1 billion negative tags and then you can get like gold stickers that way. No. That works like one time. After that, it's pretty bad. And you also have to play anaglyph deck, which if it's not one of those aforementioned decks that you're comfortable with, that's just a horrible experience. Pog discarding there for the blue seal because we win anyway. Also watch Balatro University? Yeah, definitely. Would you ever jump into Lake Erie? Maybe if somebody, like, gave me money. Anaglyph is fine if you have, like, 5 gold stickers. Yeah, exactly. It took me, like, 175 hours for C++, and I'm, like, among the fastest I'm aware of. It took me, like, 250, 300, I think. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Best of luck. I think we take none of those. Let's see what's in here. Death card blue seal. I don't actually have to world this either because it's a wild card, so it counts for chalkboard. So I think I'm just gonna death card my blue seal and call it a day. I feel like it's first 15 stickers anaglyph, last 15 stickers ghost, ecto and shop, middle 120, whatever you're consistent on. Even for the last stickers, I would just say whatever deck. Would you ever have Mitch and Nikocado Avocado and Will on stream at the same time? What? Why did you just throw Nikocado in there for absolutely no reason? That's like 2 people that we know IRL. I literally saw that. Yo, I'm actually a dumbass. I literally saw the +10 molt from this being hollow on Joker display, and I was like, oh, it's hitting 3s. Or it's hitting 10s. So I just whiffed a discard for absolutely no reason. That's so fire. Nikocado is always 2 steps ahead. Wait, maybe Nikocado would be good at Balatro. Yo, we gotta get him on. We gotta get him on the phone. Big ass mukbang while playing Balatro. Obviously, that would be hilarious. That would be so fire. Low-key, I'm down. That's my GOAT streamer right there. So true, bestie. Okay, we're making really good score. That hieroglyph ante 2 was like phenomenal. I low-key need a strength card, like, immediately, so I can just get both of these blue seals in hand and then just copy them a fuck ton for the Cloud 9. Photo, absolutely not. Grab y'all. Now we can planet block for a Mercury. Pog. What if your room is trashed after because they're messy eaters? I mean, like, if I make some bread on the stream, I ain't care. No, my blue seal. Why would you do that? This blue seal thing seems decent. Yeah, maybe a little, maybe a little. You might be onto something with that take. Andy, are you ever gonna stream Balatro when you get your shit up and running? When am I gonna see you at the top of the leaderboards for ranked? Fuck yeah. I'm holding you to that, brother. I feel like I'm weak at knowing when hieroglyph. I've taken it like 4 times maybe. Feels like I'm undertaking it, as well as Ecto, super rarely taking it. I'm a big fan of Ecto on like pair builds. Outside of that, I usually never take it because the hand size is like complete and utter poopy stink. Hieroglyph, I usually just take it unless I have a scaling joker. I think hieroglyph, unless you have like scaling jokers where they're like shit like Grimbo and like Squimbo and stuff like that, where it cares about you playing hands to scale it. The minus hands can be detrimental, but usually an ante's worth of shops and getting value out of your jokers and stuff like that is just always such a net positive that it like for this run, I'm down a hand, but it just put me so far ahead that like I'm completely chilling with being down a hand. Now that could be subject to change as we move higher up in the ranks, but like I digress. Nova, if the Mystic Summit wasn't eternal, I would steal Nova here, but otherwise, nope. Let's do this because I really want that strength guard. That, you know, I can live with that one. Invis. If I take the Invis here, I really want to take it just to have like goofball like Cloud 9 shit happen, but if I take the Invis here, I know damn well it's hitting Mystic Summit, so nope. I don't even Ecto on pair builds because blue seals are harder and I still feel I hit pairs less. I mean, I don't think it makes blue seals that much harder, but it does make them harder, so like maybe if you have low planet level, I can see you. It's a fair take. The loss of a hand will hurt a lot. I mean, oftentimes, like I said, you're just so far ahead that you don't care about the loss of a hand, because like the shops that you see are just indispensable. But I mean, it's very run dependent. There's not like a formula for taking it. There's not a formula for anything, man. My dreams of ever making it out of gold on ranked were shattered when my contract went from part-time to full-time. That, bro. F in the chat. Somebody said ranked. Yeah, for the multiplayer mod in Balatro for PC, you can join a Discord and play ranked. Dude, I want an Emperor here so bad to get a strength, but that's not happening. It's always gambling. That is always gamble maxing. I'm never doing that. I'll stream Wii Fit. Did I already read that? Yo, an Andy stream of Wii Fit would actually go so incredibly hard. I'll try both more then. Not like I've got much else to do. Much else to lose as I have C++ now, so like I can actually have fun with the game now apparently. Yeah, so true. Gold seal, but it's red. Could take the Spades gold. Big Bull Gaming, dude, Bull is fire. Probably I could have not gotten punished for taking the Jolt there, but I want to keep my blue seals open. Pog Mercury, Pog. Dude, can I... Strength? Where are you? Hello? Malin's on 8s. That's a little awkward. I think I just full discard every time, right? I I'm keeping you. I would definitely later in the run pay $5 for a Mercury card. So I don't win in one if I don't proc Chalkboard. Oh shit, I didn't read boss. This is surely a pair. Streamer, have you ever seen a chatter that looks down on people who play white stake? I don't think so. I mean, probably I have, and I'm just not remembering it. I don't, like, bro. I don't like white stake, personally. Like, base game. Are we strengthening for Cloud 9? Yeah, we have Blue Seal 8s, bro. We can just strength those and then copy them a billion times, and then we get more Blue Seals, and we get Cloud 9 value. I don't mind... I don't like white stake base game just because I think it's kind of like all the same. I think pretty much every game of white stake base game plays out the exact same after like ante 5. But like, I don't clown on people for playing it. Like, if you have fun playing white stake, have fun playing white stake, bro. It's a video game at the end of the day. There's no right or wrong way to play it, right? A lot of people would probably clown on me for playing exclusively gold stake. But like, it's just how I enjoy playing the game, despite the fact that it makes me crash out, and I hate that I lose so much. It's you know, it's how I enjoy playing. You ever play poker? Not like competitively, but like I've played with friends before. It's been a long time though. Would you be uncomfortable sandwiched between the island boys? Probably. That's not a deep cut because they were a thing like fairly recently, but it feels like a deep cut just because I haven't heard of the Island Boys in like 10 years. I just want to be done with C++. It's such a grind by the end. Yeah, I feel you, bro. It is very much a grind at the end. Let's play poker on RDR2. Yo, I would shit on you in poker in RDR2. That'd be so fire. That'd be a cinema stream. Low-key, I think a poker event with a bunch of Balatro creators would be fun as hell. That would be such a silly time. Bro said nope, nope. Yep, brother. What do you mean? Weren't you crashing out when you were trying to... Bro, I distinctly remember when you were trying to 100% RDR2, you were crashing out because you didn't know how to play poker. And now you're saying I wouldn't shit on you? I think that's cap, man. All right, let's use the strength. I have a 9 blue seal, and I just have more 9s now, both of which are fire. Fuck the gambler challenge. It's so funny. All right, ship this. This gets me out because it procs Chalkboard. I think playing a pair there got me out, even if I didn't proc Chalkboard, but I digress. I'm hesitant to take Petroglyph because of Malin specifically, but I guess if we get enough money on Cloud 9, it doesn't really matter. Also, we're at $100, so like even for Bull, we're just kind of chilling. If I can stay at this range, and Petroglyph and Gold Stake is just like kind of a funny play. So maybe I end up taking it. I mean, like I said, I'm playing pairs, so probably I just take all these 9s, man. How did I just realize wildcards were Chalkboard compatible? Yeah, I completely like did not realize that for the longest time while playing, because your brain just shortcuts Blackboard. Blackboard is written that you get the mult if all cards in your hand are spades or clubs, but your brain just shortcuts it and says that you can't have red cards. And then you think about wild cards and you're like, oh, wild cards are red, so I have to discard those, but that's just not the case. At least that's how I thought of it. Because for the longest time when I had wild cards in hand for Chalkboard, I would discard them. And then I eventually learned that that was a stupid-ass play. I think we just hang them here, right? More blue seal density. Better odds at mail-in hits. The worst part is that rocks mess up Chalkboard. Yeah, rocks messing up Chalkboard will forever piss me off. That is so annoying, I'm not going to lie. I think I keep the 9, right? Just because we have so many of them. Pog. I can discard here for more mail-in value, but probably after that I just ship it. Let's do one of these. Who's your favorite Australian streamer? Ken. Ace? No, it's just always a 9 angle, right? I guess I can go for both. Bog. 100 M&Ms in a bowl, 1 poisoned, 10k for each eaten. How many are you eating? Low-key, like 2, bro. Low-key, like 2, maybe 3. I know most people would do, like, way more. But, like, bro. I'm early on enough in my life, and I am, like, satisfied enough with where I am at right now that, like, low-key, I would eat 3. I'm getting a realistic 30 grand. I'm dodging the chance that I die, and I'm just cashing out. I don't need a huge amount of money. Like 30k for me right now would be life-changing. And it's like a very slim chance that I eat the poisoned one, right? So I would be chilling with a very modest number like that. Shock, please. This is concerning. Huh? Stone cards being haram for chalkboard, but halal for fists sits strangely with me. I don't know. I mean, fair enough, dude. That is kind of weird, no? I guess the way it works is if it, the way it works, right, is Raised Fist hits the lowest rank, but stones don't have a rank. So that's why they get dodged, whereas with chalkboard, you get the molt if everything is a spade and a club, but a stone not having a suit means it's not a spade or a club, right? So, I mean, it's intuitive. It's just... It's intuitive if you, like, read the jokers, but, like, it's not intuitive if you're just, like, you know, just thinking about it. That made no sense, but, like, y'all catch my drift. All 100? Bet. That's wild, bro. Definitely not all 100. What would be worse, poisoned first M&M or poisoned second? Like, I know the former is 100% death, but poisoned second feels more ironic or worse, as, like, you at least had a chance. I mean, they would both suck. Let's just be honest, man. They would both be ass. I did not think that would win, but I forgot. I low-key completely forgot I took Petroglyph, so that always won there. And it's, like, not even close. Ancient Joker, no! Clurb is fine. Let's take the Hone voucher. Let's go hang the Bummy cards. Copy a blue seal. I'm copying a lot of 8s instead of a lot of 9s, which is tragic, but they are both blue seals at the end of the day, so, you know, whatever. What would you do if I pumped your petite booty cheeks? What the fuck did I just read? I'm sorry, Shock? What do you mean? What do you mean you're sorry? It's my favorite Joker. Ancient Joker? Dude, Ancient Joker might be one of the best gold stake win conditions of all time. Please don't throw a run. We still got time. Cloud9 on $9 is a nice detail. That is kind of fire, I guess. I have 3 Joker slots. Loki, I mean, if a pair just wins straight up, I'm just discarding so I can get more blue seals potentially. Or I can get, like, all the rebate value in the world. That works too. Okay, no more blue seals, but that's fine. This wins with chalkboard. I guess I could have sacked chalkboard. Yeah, I could have, because that would have been 25k without chalkboard. Probably should have done that. Why do you have so much money? Are you rich? Eat the rich. Hello? Do you miss school lunch? Fuck no, dude. What kind of question is that? Do you miss school lunch? Bro's about to hit me with the low key. We'll death another 9. Rebates on 9s. Oh, we're hitting maximum threshold 9s. My top 5 favorite is like Ancient, Shortcut, Trib, Dagger, and Honorary Double Photo Chad. That's reasonable, I feel. I mean, like, I kind of want to just do one of these. Even though I think hanging them is better, I feel like Emperor just makes more sense in my head. Let's take these. Go Clurb. Low-key Michelle Obama was feeding me good. Shit was fire. I can't trust you for shit, dude. My high school had a whole burrito bar. Bro, where did you go to school? I need to go back in time and transfer my goofy ass. That sounds peak. I don't know the other 4 off the top of my head, but my number 1 is Cert. Love me them seals. Probably my number 1 is Shortcut. My number 2 is Cert. What would my number 3 be? I honestly don't know. I don't really think about my favorite Jokers, man. Maybe Vagabond. Vagabond is fire, bro. I think I'm going to lock in Vagabond as a number 3. Vagabond's just too good. Let's hang him. What's in my Fool? Hangman, I'm stupid. What was in my Fool? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Do I take Hermit or Fool for another Hungman? I feel a lot of good players love Surdy, and by a lot, I mean like SPVs. I don't remember who else. I think Doc likes Surdy as well, no? Low-key, I like Trading Card, but Doc's favorite Joker being Trading Card is kind of wild to me. Trading Card does not seem like favorite Joker material. I've never understood that. Polychrome 9? I'll take a Hollow, honestly. Bang. Let's go Hungman. Give me a Strength, por favor. Foil Cloud 9. Let's go. More chips. Pog, pog, pog. He also says he likes the art. The art is cinema. I will give him that. The art is absolutely fantastic on Trading Card. Let's go like this. And then let's go like this. Dodging some rebate value. That's what I wanted. Oh, and it's my 9 too. Oh, it's all over the screen. I'm blue sealing it. I'm blue sealing it so good. Trading Card and 8-Ball clear top 10. Trading Card I think would not be in my top 10, which I know is a deranged take, but I don't care. 8-Ball I could see being in my top 10, I'm not gonna lie. 8-Ball's just funny, bro. Mike, do a fast food tier list. Chat, type 1 if I should do a fast food tier list. Type 1 if you would watch me do a fast food tier list. Could go for a moon here, and then just do this. Bro said 2. I respect the honesty. -1. Let's do this. I'm in New Zealand, so I probably would not get much value out of it. That's a fair take, I'm not gonna lie. Rebate on aces, W voice crack. Brother. Hit him with one of these. Hit him with one of these. Oh, my glass! Wait, that was my 10. I don't care. Some people hate 8-Ball. I think the majority of noobs say that 8-Ball is bad. 8-Ball can be nice, but I can't rely on it. Seems to be good in multiplayer. Well, it's just like anything that generates tarot cards is automatically like absolute bare minimum B tier in multiplayer. Just because like being able to see anything that your opponent doesn't is like a huge advantage, and that includes like tarot cards and stuff like that, right? I never seem to find the right time for 8-Ball. It's very tricky for like Jold Stake. I think for white stake, I literally for like low stakes, if I see an 8-ball, I literally just buy it immediately and then just like fill my entire deck with 8s and accept that I'm building idle. Outside of that, yeah, it's difficult to pivot in and out of. Even superposition, which is kind of asked to work around. Yeah, like Seance can be really good in multiplayer as well, just because Spectrals are so broken. I think I just ship this, no? Hold the Hungman. What happened there? Oh, I don't have Mystic Summit online. That's why. I guess I could have gotten rid of 9s for Malin and just 8 less blue seal. I guess I only needed 2 blue seals, right? That was stupid. I remember being a noob and loving superposition, then dying because I always missed the straight. That's so real, man. Straight builds just feel so bad. Either that or it shows up in his Eternal Rental. I feel like that's also hard-coded into the game. It has to be. 8-ball feels like it disproportionately shows up as like just like with the most egregiously horrible stickers for any given run. Yeah, we're not doing that. Anti-7. If it was anti-6, I'd low-key consider with this many chips. No, we had Bull. That was definitely an angle that we could have considered. I'm so used to playing Obelisk like I would play Constellation, but that was definitely an angle that I could have and should have pursued. Don't think it's an Obelisk angle there. I think with Bull it definitely was. I think that was a misplay and a half. We'll see. The thing about 8-ball and Gold Stake is that you would take a clean Chad 90% of the time anyway, and 8-ball with Chad is crazy. Yeah, that is very true. That's like the thing. It's the same thing with photo. Like in Gold Stake, I would never take a speculative photo, but I would always take a speculative Chad. And if you're taking speculative Chad, then it makes shit like 8-ball and shit like photo better. Kind of like how Blueprint can't ever show up without Perishable. That's so real, dude. Actually fucking annoying, too. Maybe I need to stop overvaluing super high planet levels. So far, it seems like a pattern in a lot of streams I've watched. I mean, like, you can... I would say Obelisk is best when you have good planet levels, but that's because usually runs with a plus 370 Bull are outliers. Like, here we would have been probably completely fine. I think Molt would have actually been, like, the big kicker for Obelisk. Because if we get out of Malin... If we get out of Malin, probably we just don't have enough Molt for Obelisk to carry us. And if we get out of Cloud 9, which is the optimal play for Obelisk, I'm just sad because that means I played 9s this entire run only to pivot out of Cloud 9, which even if it's like the optimal play, it still hurts a brother's heart, right? Let's do one of these. I could have Sherry-did that first. Definitely should have done that as well. I'm throwing it so good. Let's make a rock out of you, I guess, for better Malin hits. Boots into Obelisk, it would be all over the screen. That's very true. Hi, hello, Existence. That's why Chad is getting nerfed. I sympathize with the people that don't want Chad to be nerfed, and I think it will be a sad day if Chad gets nerfed, but at the same time, I think it's like extremely healthy for the game if Chad gets nerfed. Or if Chad gets nerfed, Jesus Christ. Because Chad just combos with literally everything right now. Although I did see somebody on Reddit, and somebody on Reddit was like, we don't need to nerf Chad, we need more jokers that combo with everything like Chad. And like, I thought it was a dumb take when I read it the first time, but low-key, that's exactly what I've been saying about pairs this whole time. Instead of like nerfing pairs, we just need stuff that's better for every other... We need to buff like every other build. So after reading that, I'm like kind of adopting the same idea. Mike, are you a screamer? What do you mean a screamer? Like one who screams a lot? Not really, no. How good are pairs in Gold Stake? They're like the meta. It's like the best hand and it's not close. Generally speaking. Obviously there's like certain decks, like they're not as good on decks like, you know, Painted deck and like Abandoned, just because of how the deck is structured and like Erratic. But for the vast majority of decks, they're super meta. The only Chad build that is instant win is Photo Chad, and that gets nerfed hard by nerfing Blue Seal. I mean, like, dude, the problem with Chad is not even like Photo. The problem with Chad is that it literally combos with like everything. Like, Speculative Chad is the only speculative Joker that consistently doesn't feel bad, just because there's so many effects that you can get value out of with Chad. Like, if you take a speculative Dice, for example, Dice still has a lot of shit that it synergizes with, but like you can still get punished for taking a speculative Dice, right? Chad, you like never get punished for taking it speculatively, like ever. Just because there's so many hits. Do I even need world cards? I guess for like these, I can put steel on them. Full kit. More synergy and interesting things is better than nerfing stuff. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I think Chad is super broken, but I do kind of agree with the take that you could just like... You could just make other shit as broken as Chad, so to speak, and then it's like not a huge issue. Chad's not even inherently broken, it's just like, it just like eclipses all the other Jokers, right? Because of how good it is. It's not like Chad is like needs a nerf. It's just like when you compare it to the rest of the roster, it does so much more work than like everything else. So if that wasn't the case, probably I wouldn't have such a big problem with Chad. But in the current state of the game, Chad is like... If Blueprint and Brainstorm did not exist in the game, I think Chad would be the best Joker in the game. $24. Leaf is fine. That's not even true, though. Mail-in rebate. If we're talking for Gold Stake runs, which is like anti-8 runs is what the game is balanced out around, I think Chad is better than mail-in. I'm not going to lie. Mail-in's phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but mail-in requires deck fixing, where I would say Chad does not. I guess mail-in doesn't require deck fixing to be like plus $10 per turn, but like regardless. Chad combos with more things. Psychotic take? I disagree, bro. Chad is strong. Doc says something has to be the best common. I'm good if they don't touch it. Also not bad if they give it the multiplayer treatment or switch Dusk and Chad rarities. Yeah. Mail-in or Chad can be in the argument, but Chad is more utility. That's what I'm saying. That's not to say that mail-in isn't strong. I just think Chad is stronger. I hope they leave Photo alone, too. I'm just a pessimist. If Photo gets nerfed, I'm going to be pissed. Because Photo fucking sucks without Chad. I think that's the take that I have that would probably piss off noobs the most. But Photo is like border... Photo, if Chad doesn't exist, is like bordering on unusable. I'm not even like remotely trolling. Photo, if Chad doesn't exist, is like borderline unusable, man. I meant to say Chad. Yeah. You're chilling. Do I take another blue seal here? No, I take a purple seal here every time. Photo is fine, like on its own is bad. Yeah. It doesn't suck, but I feel it is overrated without Chad. Dude, without Chad, it does suck. I will flat out have that take. You need re-triggers. And even like, yeah, exactly what Gaiden said in YouTube chat, even stuff like Dusk and like Sock is like, you can get it to work, but sometimes it still like doesn't do shit. I guess Sock is like fine, but like, I don't know. You need re-triggers with Photo. Otherwise, it does not do jack shit. Photo is the best flush Joker. I mean, I feel like that kind of solidifies my take. At least in the current state of things. Pog. Ancient Joker exists? Yeah, exactly. Ancient Joker's league's better, bro. Photo chat isn't even a broken combo. You need to already be getting planet levels for it to be particularly strong. I mean, it is like... It is kind of brain dead, but like so is like every pair spam combo with like Grimbo and Bus and all of them. It's just another lobotomy combo. I would say once it gets going, it requires less work, but it is more. It is like a bigger initial hoop to jump through, so to speak. Speaking of the Chad, do I take Chad here? I don't think I'm really that worried about my score. Would you ever be down to be in a YouTube rewind? Probably not, because everybody clowns on the YouTube rewinds. I mean, actually, I would, just because it would be funny. No, I definitely would. I'm changing that answer immediately. I definitely would be down. That would be really funny. Look, it's the thing we're talking about. Yeah, he gets jealous when people are talking about him. I think he also gets scared when people talk about nerfing him, which is maybe why he pulled up. My red card is plus 90 molt on every hand. Chad scoring depends on having a card worth drawing, finding that card, and it not being nerfed, which is the most common boss blind effect. Dude, it's not Chad's synergy with one card from your deck. It's that Chad on any given run that you take it synergizes with like literally half of your entire deck. Like there's I don't know, man. The utility is unmatched by such a wide margin. It's unreal. Photo chat on checkered, my beloved. True. How do I play Far Future level 22? I have no idea, man. Lucky Chad is OP. Lucky Chad is fire. I could have lucha'd there just for the meme, I'm now realizing. Polychrome? Fuck. Am I ever selling for Verdant? Probably not. I guess like steel is something, but who cares? Yeah, I mean, it's just over. Don't nerf Chad, buff dice to be 4x base probability so I can maximize lucky card dopamine goon brain. That's wild. Almost through? What do you even mean? Even if I played 3 oak there, our bull is at 402 chips, we would have been fine. If you think Photo Chad dies to plant, that's a skill issue. Not always. I would say more than likely it does, but there are many a way to play around it. Ugh. Photo chat on plant haters when glass card exists. Skill issue shock, I'm sorry. You can't even say that about me because I don't play Photo Chat because I fucking hate flushes. Here's my hot take. Change 1 and 4 to 1 and 3 across the board. I don't hate that, honestly. I think there's some instances where you don't need to, but I think it doesn't break the game if you do it. Would also balance glass cards maybe a bit more. I think that's like my biggest thing. Glass would be pretty suck. No, definitely not, dude. Glass would still be meta. I also do undervalue Chad Glass in Gold Stake and Glass in general as well. Glass is so good late game. Society would be so much better if Wheel was 1 and 3. We would be practically in a utopia state right now if Wheel was 1 and 3. Chad Glass just wins gold stake. Yeah. All right, we were indeed locked in. Space Joker 1 and 3. Does Space Joker 1 and 3, I'm not even asking this to troll. Does Space Joker 1 and 3 not just like make it broken? I feel like Space Joker is all... I know everybody shits on him because the meme is like he never procs, but like I feel like Spaceman is already, dare I say, an above average Joker. I have ran photo chat and pair builds. I mean, you're a psychopath, but like it can work. Glass being 1 and 3 might even be an upside for 8 antis. Yeah. I could see it. I would be fine with it. It makes it worse for like a long-term plan, but it makes it better for like deck fixing. I kind of like 1 and 3 glass breaks. It's balanced if you're spamming high card and pair. It's bad for most other hands. Yeah, but do we need it to be good for most other hands? It's just like a pair build Joker, right? I feel like that's completely fine. What if glass break was rolled for each trigger? That would certainly be a change. I don't know if that would be needed, but I don't think I would be mad at it if they implemented that. I don't think it's something that would need to be like balanced. But if the update came out and they were like glass breaks are rolled for each trigger, I would be like that's fine. I wouldn't be mad at it. What if the break happened during the trigger? I think that just makes glass terrible, right? Not terrible. Well, do you get the score before or after? Do you get the score before or after the break? Are we still assuming that, like, okay, if you have Chad and you get 1 trigger, 2 triggers, and then a break, do you still get the ×8 or do you get a ×4? If you Chad glass and the glass hits on the first trigger, the card is gone and loses all triggers. If you Chad glass and the glass hits on the first trigger, the card is gone and loses all triggers. Yeah, but do you still get the ×2? If you still get the ×2 there, I feel like that's completely fine. If you don't still get the initial ×2, I feel like that just kills glass, no? I feel like that just murders glass. I mean, it would still be good, but it would go from being like S tier right now to being like B. Space Joker should be 1 and 6, but reduce the denominator by 1 for each card in the poker hand. Poke Flush Mind Virus. I'm stealing that. Not sure if that's too complex for vanilla, but I think it's a good change. Bro, dude, literally, I don't think I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. You don't need to balance things around not working with pairs. You just need to have other builds have better reasons for taking them. It would literally be too strong. I know it was like a meme take, but like, dude, you don't need to rebalance pairs whatsoever. We don't need existing Jokers to work worse with pairs. We need existing Jokers to have additional reasons to play them over pairs. We need the other builds to be stronger. You don't need to balance the game by making pair slop worse. You need to make pairs the worst archetype in the world. This is just rage bait that's going to work on me every time. This is rage bait that is literally going to get a reaction every single time. 5 of a kind goes crazy style. We need a 5 of a kind specifically Joker. we need a 5 of a kind specifically Joker, cuz right now when would you ever play 5 of a kind over flush 5 if your deck fixing is that good? If your deck fixing is good enough where you can reliably play 5 oak, when would you ever play flush 5? 5 oak specific Joker, flower pot? I mean, I guess. Like never, right? That's what I'm saying. Like every single time in Gold Stake I have ever gotten my deck fixing to a point where I can play 5 oak, I have gotten my deck fixing to a point where I can play flush 5. Like literally every single time. If your deck fixing isn't good enough, just play 4 Oak because you probably scaled it better. Yeah, exactly. And it's more consistent. You play 5 Oak instead of 4 Oak when you don't have planet levels and need the score. Yeah, but you never play it as a build, right? You play it like in one ante to boost your score. You play 5 Oak like twice in a game, absolute tops if you need the extra score. Maybe you just strength some shit or your 5 Oak level is high enough. When would your 5 Oak ever be high enough though if you're not building around it? Because it's a hidden hand, so that doesn't happen unless you roll a seed with like 6 black holes. And even at that point you're going for level 6 flush 5, right? I feel like there's literally never an enticing reason ever to play 5 Oak or over flush 5 for like a build. What all in vain is saying is cooking, because there are times where you play 5 Oak where you like unlock it in a blind because 4 Oak doesn't get you out but 5 Oak does. That's cooking. But like you never play 5 Oak over flush 5. Flower Pot, that's like maybe the one time. I can see it with Flower Pot, but if you're playing Flower Pot, just play 4 Oak, no? Because 4 Oak scales roughly the exact same and it's easier to find. You hold more cards in your hand. I will never do that. That's I mean like that's also what I'm saying. But like right? Like if you're playing Flower Pot, just play 4 Oak, I feel. All the secret hands go to +5 molt for planet. That would break all like high score builds, but I could maybe see it working for anti-8. I feel like not wanting to unlock 5 Oak is an interesting gameplay angle in and of itself. I mean, I agree 100%. That's an interesting mechanic, but like, I don't know. 5 Oak just feels so awkward. 5 Oak and Full House. When are you ever playing Full House over 2 pair or 3 Oak? Satellite? I'm not talking about like when is it beneficial. I'm talking about like when do you build around it? Because like Satellite, you can just pop 1 5 Oak level and then like if you're arguing for Satellite econ, then you just like unlock it and then that's it, right? I'm saying when would you ever build around it as opposed to building around flush 5? And the same thing with Full House. Like Full House is outclassed by both Uranus and 3 Oak, right? In my mind. Shock, you think a decent way to buff Lovers cards is just make 2 Lovers cards at a time? Like, why can we only make 1 Glass and Wild cards one at a... Why can make only Glass and Wild cards one at a time when one is OP and one is not? I think there's a better... Well, first off, Local Thunk has debunked the wild card buff just being 2. He said it's going to be good enough where it will still remain as a only buff 1 card type of thing. But I feel like that doesn't solve the problem. Having a higher density of wild cards in your deck does not solve the problem of wild cards sucking, which is that they die. Like, aside from the fact that I don't like flushes, because that's like, there are reasons that I can back with like numbers why I don't like flushes, but that is like somewhat of a personal bias, memes aside. So like even just like disregarding my disdain for flushes, wild cards just die to like every boss ever, right? Which I feel like is one of the main issues, if not the main issue with wild cards. So I think like just having the Lover's Tarot card increase the density of wild cards does not solve the actual problem. It just gives you more shitty cards, right? It doesn't solve the problem with why wild cards are so bad. The problem with 5 Oak and Full House is that they're the middle child between easy hands and harder hands that give more value. If you buff them, it would make the higher ones obsolete. If you don't buff them, it would make itself obsolete. Yeah, that's very true. The main issue is the 4 bosses. If the game changes up those 4 bosses, then wilds will be much stronger. I mean, that's a big issue, but it's not... Yeah, I mean, I guess. Those bosses I don't foresee ever getting changed, though, right? I think the wild cards are going to be immune to bosses, likely, which Verdant Leaf is dead. I mean, Verdant Leaf is already kind of a nothing burger, no? That's, like, the biggest new content thing that I would like to see in the... Okay, maybe not the biggest, but one of the biggest new content things in the update. I really want more finisher bosses, which I know I'm going to regret if it happens. because new finisher bosses are going to be more annoying to play around. But like, bro, in 90% of Gold Stake runs, I feel like every boss except for Vessel is just a complete joke. Like, every finisher except for Violet Vessel in the majority of Gold Stake runs does not matter whatsoever. Crimson Heart, maybe once in a while. Violet Vessel matters a lot. Violet Vessel matters a lot. That's like, you need to start planning. If your build is like winning anti-6 and you're getting into anti-7, you need to start building around Violet Vessel. Crimson Heart matters sometimes, but honestly not often, because usually you're carrying a Joker that are just like Econ or something like that, where they don't actually do anything if they get debuffed. Like, it doesn't matter. So like, Heart is like okay. The other three are just complete nothing burgers. Heart is so ass of a boss design, it's uncontrollable randomness. I mean, so is Acorn. Acorn's just so ass that it like doesn't matter. Crimson has caught me by surprise. Violet is a pain. Yeah. Still get defeated in situations, sometimes every boss, especially when you're struggling with points. I mean, yeah, but that's literally, like you said, that's literally with every boss, right? How do I prepare for Violet Vessel? Make some glass, maybe? Yeah, essentially. If you can't find, like, big X-Molt Jokers, then it's definitely, like, glass or steel or some combination of both is the easiest way to get out of Vessel. You can move the Joker after Acorn flips and you play a hand even without the exploit. You can't control it. Fair. Fair. I've had Heart ping-pong between my two X-Molt Jokers and kill me. That's what I'm saying. Same with Bell. You can use your discards and Taros. It's controllable. Yeah, exactly. Ever see if the game 1 and 7 you're Mr. Bones with Crimson? Because I have. That's rough. Thunk should just make more easier showdown blinds so Vessel shows up less. I mean, like, I don't even care if they're easy showdown blinds. I just want more of them. Because the majority are just nothing burgers. Verdant Leaf does not matter unless you're playing retrigger builds, and retrigger builds usually carry Econ Jokers because they're so inherently good that they can just sell to Verdant Leaf. Like, dare I say, if you're losing to Verdant Leaf on a retrigger build, if you don't have 5 Eternals, it's a skill issue. And even if you have 5 Eternals, I would say it's kind of a skill issue. Acorn's a nothing burger. Leaf kind of blows if you're playing bigger hands, but you can keep tarot cards and discards, like All in Vain said, to play around it. So usually it's a nothing burger if you're playing pair spam, and if you're playing bigger hands, there's like very easy ways to play around it. And Crimson Heart is usually, it's like a 50-50, but I wouldn't even say 50-50. I would say usually Crimson Heart doesn't matter. Really, the only boss blind that I'm ever consistently worried about is Vessel. Why would you have 5 Eternals on a retrigger build? Your ass is asking to die. That's what I'm saying. New Leaf, all Jokers debuffed until 1 is sold. That would be ass, but that would actually be scary. See? Now we're kind of cooking. Make more nothing burger showdown blinds to not have to deal with Vessel as much. Yeah, exactly. 1 in 5 to have to score 1.2 mil or die is pain. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's like such whiplash, right? Because the other 4 bosses are like, Heart is annoying, but the other 4, including Heart, are still like manageable to some extent, where it's completely fine. Vessel just hits like a paint can, bro. Vessel, Jesus Christ. Vessel just literally hits you in the head like a paint can. Because Vessel will kill so many builds that are not like actively thinking about Vessel. I lost a run to Vessel yesterday, got 1.17 mil. I would freak out if that happened. I would be inconsolable for days. New Leaf win 5 Eternals. Yeah, you're just fucked. Vessel should be ×2 instead of ×3. I mean, like, then I understand it being ×3, because then what's the difference between it and the wall? But also, does there need to be a difference? If you only run pair slop, you can't beat 1.2 mil. Couldn't be me. Not always, man. I will say it does affect pair slop quite a bit, but it's not always just a silver bullet for pair slop. Missed the chance to gold sticker riffraff off of it. So mad, bro. I would be so sad. All right, anyway. Let's go raid somebody, shall we? Or if there's nobody to raid, I'll just go to bed. Could raid Ludwig! I am not seeing many. We could raid Midnight Sumo, bro. Dude, let's do it. That'd be fire. That'd be fire. Somebody's streaming what looks like skate in the Balatro category, which is why there's like thousands of viewers, it looks like. I think I'm just going to let y'all disperse for tonight. Shock, I am in Dark Ages. Fire. I think if pair is your most played hand, the game should hardcode for Vessel. Loki, I'd be fine with that because then at least I know I have to plan around it. I mean, I try to anyway, but like, at least I know exactly what I'm up against, bro. I would invite that. I'm not even gonna lie. Ludwig definitely needs our support. I know he's looking a little thirsty for viewers. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll send a quick 30 over to him. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all disperse for tonight. I'll update the spreadsheet later. Chat, thanks for kicking it. Very fun stream. Finally got a win. Dubs in chat. Once again, technically tomorrow, because today is technically Friday for me. But Saturday will be the big beginner's guide video that I've been working on. That will drop on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Outside of that, love you guys. Stay safe. Sleep well. And have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Probably more of the same, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do PVZ tomorrow or something. I don't know, man. We'll see. Bye, Mike. Full legal is crazy. I guess it's not full legal, but still. Legal in any aspect is crazy. Wampy with the 5 stream, though. Appreciate you. Anyway, chat. Love y'all. Get good sleep. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for popping in. Take care.